floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Hey folks, welcome back to Rugby Ascended. This is Chris once again. Microphone. I think I found out what was going with the microphone last time. Hang on a second. I know what it was. This microphone appears to be off, but it's actually on. It's even plugged in. Yeah. So the software's probably screwed up. Give me a second there, and I think I just realized what that problem was. So let me get that sorted here. Microphone. Okay. No. There we go. Light sync. All right, I need to close that software. That was the problem. So close that off, exit, and then reopen that software. That's usually what happens. I'm not sure. That's probably what the problem was last game. So I don't know how that happens. It happens occasionally. Connected products microphone. There we go. Now we got the correct light sync. Okay, now that's probably what the problem is. In fact, let me just check this real quick because this was actually coming up at two feeds. Yes, I had double microphones. That's what the problem was. Okay, there's two microphones, and that screws it up. But it wasn't lit up. You got to watch that. So anyway, welcome back to the program, folks. Good to see you here. Ilmar Lottie's back. Missed you last night. Youngster's not quite the same. Well, I didn't have a broadcast last night, courtesy of Peacock and Xfinity and Comcast, who screwed me royally and wasted 3.5 hours of my life online chatting with people that were trying to get me to sign up for another program, another package, which was unnecessary. So who do you want to win today? Let's see. So we got Ilmar. Hendo's back. And then we've got Behind Those Eyes, I See What You Really Are. Nothing would make me feel better than a Wales win today. Oh, sacrilege. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Let's do our pregame here, folks. We'll talk about Wales, who didn't bother to have the courtesy to put up proper images, so I have to do this off my score sheet. Wales has a host of unknowns here. Blair Murray at fullback, Tom Rogers on the right wing, Max Llewellyn and Ben Thomas in the center, Rio Dyer on that left wing, Sam Costello is the fly half, Ellis Bevan is your scrum half, Tane Plumtree, Jack Morgan, James Botham, Will Rowlands, Chris Chichunza gets the start, Gareth Davis, Dewey Lake is the captain, Archie Griffin that's all in the front row, Ryan Elias, Nicky Smith, Kieran Asarati, Freddie Thomas, Tommy Raffel, Rodri Williams, Eddie James, and Josh Hathaway. That's the Wales lineup. It doesn't look like it's something that can stand up to South Africa, but let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Petrus Janssen says, good day to everyone. Greetings from Bahrain. Wow, Bahrain. Oh, that's pretty wild. Nice spot there. And Helen Harko, welcome back to you. I see a lot of folks tuning in. Let's go ahead and get to the Springboks lineup for this contest, and then we'll get your take on it. So here's South Africa's lineup for today. Afilia Fase at the fullback position, Cheslin Colby on the right wing, Jesse Creel, Damon Dalende in the center, Curtly Arnson on the left wing, Jordan Hendrickson, Jaden Hendrickson. That's it's the first time ever a pairing of brothers in those roles. And then we've got Jasper Wiese, Elric Lowe, Sia Khaleesi, Franco Mostart, Eben Etzebeth, Wilco Lowe. The screen will tell you that Jean Klein is playing, but Jean Klein is not playing. Apparently he was injured, and he's replaced by Etzebeth in the lineup. So Mostart and Etzebeth are your starting locks. And then the front row, it's Wilco Lowe, Johan Grubela, and Thomas du Toit Tank. Substitutes off the bench, Malcolm Arts, Gerhard Steenekamp, Vincent Koch, Marco van Staden, Arge Sneeman, Cameron Hanekom, and Kobus Reinach, and Andre Pollard. Boy, if that's your bench, that's pretty strong. Christoph Munich says hello. Go Boca. Yeah, Boca. Exactly. So we've got the sorting hat on here today. So let's ask the sorting hat who wins the game. Boca. Let's hope so. Damn, did Peacock pee on Lecoq? Yes, Peacock did pee all over the place. They blocked my subscription Yet I had a subscription. And then after dorking around with them for over an hour, I looked and said, oh, I guess it runs out on the 28th, but it was the 22nd. Well, in fact, it's still through next month, and I don't know how much longer it goes beyond that, but they really screwed me over here. Daddy Russo's back. Hey, may the best green team win. I agree. By the way, I stuck with the 2015 theme today. I wore the 2015 Irish jersey. Now I'm wearing the 2015 South African jersey. This is my least favorite World Cup jersey. The 2011 was fine. 2015 sucks. 2019 is fine. 2023 is good, but this one, I didn't like this jersey for some reason. I don't know what it was. Maybe the thick yellow on the sleeves. I don't know. But this is also the jersey that saw the end of Jean de Villiers' international test career. He got his jaw broken against Samoa in a game in Birmingham, which I was at. I was at that game. Joe Brooks loves the hat. Brothers at 9 and 10. The game's already won, says Joe. Weak link, Hendrickson. Yep. I don't know about the brothers, but it's definitely going to be Jaden Hendrickson. Definitely. He's got something to prove here. Rossi keeps giving chances to Monty Libbik. He keeps giving chances to Jaden Hendrickson, both of whom aren't living up to the task. So we'll see. And Ophelia Fassi. They think that Fassi's a future. He's not the future. He is not a complete player, and he needs to complete his game. Better off to have Villy LaRue in there, but we're not doing that. We're going to hold Villy back so he can get his 100th test match at home, I guess. So anyway, so Helen Harka, how's it going? Yeah, I agree that it's a weak link. This is when the link becomes strong. You say so. All right, well, I hope you're right about that. Anyway, let me get a sip of my Frappuccino here. All right. I agree. Grant Williams should be our starting. Faf is done. Although, I think Faf is done. We're not seeing Faf anymore. He might come back. But Grant Williams, yeah, definitely the guy. Definitely the guy. Kobus Reinach is the other choice. Either one of them could start there. Peter Esterhuizen says, Buck all the way. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Colonel looks like Father Christmas in green. Father Christmas in green. That's a good one. Anyway, I'll change my headgear when we get close to the game. But this is the pre-game kit, and we'll change it shortly. So, hey, thanks for being back with us. 141 people here right now. Would it be nice if we had 800 or 900 people? But, hey, this is a great pre-game show. So what are your thoughts, guys? Wales now has a record. Was it 11 straight defeats or 12? It's the longest losing streak in the history of the Welsh Rugby Union, the 140-some-year history. It's shocking, absolutely shocking for them. And all at the helm of Warren Gatland. Couldn't happen to a better guy. Anyway, so Morné van der Berg is fantastic scrum half. Yep, absolutely. A lot of people dismiss him, but he's proven to be quite good, and he's actually got himself a cap as a Springbok now. So, yeah, Morné van der Berg is pretty good. I think Rossi is giving Hendrickson Fassi a chance against weaker teams. Yes, he is Neville Purden. I agree 100%, but they're not doing it. They're not achieving that, so we'll see what happens. Same with Monty. We took chances with Monty, but we took chances in the World Cup with Monty, which were really dangerous. It sucks because as a Province and Stormers fan, I don't have anything against Monty Libbik, but you got to get the job done. You can't just simply be there because, we like you. You got to actually get the job done. Jacques Kotze says, keep the hat on throughout the game, sweating like a pig. No, I have a nice cool house here. It's wintertime. It's not summertime, Jacques. I'm in the Northern Hemisphere, so it's quite chilly outside. In fact, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. What is that? About 6 or 7? No, it must be 7 or something like that, Celsius. Let me do Fahrenheit to Celsius. So 48 Fahrenheit to Celsius. 48. Let's see what we get here. 48. 8 degrees. Almost 9 degrees. So it's warmer than I thought. Yeah, almost 9 degrees. So that's pretty nice, huh? Anyway. All right, this is our final game of the day. I'm not doing the All Blacks game. Got to take a break after this. It's our third one of the day. So got started at 5 a.m. It's already 12:29. It's almost a full work day, and we got 2 hours to go on this stream. So looking forward to that. I actually had more viewers for Spain versus USA than I had for an Ireland game. Can you believe that, folks? I hope that there isn't some sort of shadow banning going on, or it's just happenstance. Nobody cared about the Ireland game. But more viewers for USA game. But we picked up some subscribers in that USA game. Thank you for that. Not really much in that last game. So anyone who wants to subscribe, please join us. Usually Springbok games are a big chance to get subscribers. And this is the last test match of the year for the Springboks. This is going to be epic. Let's take a look at Springbok games. Springbok results this year. 2024. That's what I want. Okay, that's what I want. Okay, well, that's not the way. I'd like a better. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is probably it. None of these actually just list all the sites. Oh, here, this does. Okay. All right, but I want to see them in order. So that's 2023. 2024. Okay. First game is June. They defeat Wales 41-13. Then July 6th, they defeated Ireland 27-20. Then shockingly lost to Ireland 25-24. Big mistake there. And who cost us a game there? Wasn't it Fossey who, dorked around with that ball and instead of securing it and let them get the ball back? So 25-24, and then they kicked that penalty. And then we rolled over Portugal 64-21, then beat Australia convincingly 33-7, then beat Australia 30-12. Then beat New Zealand 31-27, then beat New Zealand 18-12. I remember these were at home, so. Argentina, we lost 29-28, and then we beat Argentina 48-7. Scotland 32-15, England 29-20, and this is Wales. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games. We're 10-2. This could be 11-2 after today, so there you go. Peter Esteisen says Springboks by 32. Wow, that's a pretty big difference there. Lost against Ireland with a drop goal. Yeah, that's what I said. Did I say penalty? I meant drop goal. Yeah, well, it never should have been a drop goal. It was able to be a drop goal because we didn't secure the restart. It was stupid. Yep. Those are the worst. Yep. We never should have lost to Ireland. Never should have lost to Argentina. Should have been an undefeated 13-0 season. Look, I'll take 11-2 season, but I would have preferred a 13-0. Joe Brooks says it's happened to me once or twice. Sure. I'm sure. Good evening, Peter Jakobsen. How you doing there? Jakobusen. That's an interesting name. Yeah, stupid drop goal. I love drop goals, but not when Ireland scores them against us. Anyway, so that's how the Bucs season is gone. 2 games they should not have lost, both by a point. But hey, you know what? They won the World Cup by 3 points. 1 point in the quarterfinal, 1 point in the semifinal, 1 point in the final. Yep, and they didn't score a try in that final. So Springboks have won 4 World Cups and only scored tries in 1 of them. Good God. They won 15-12 the first time out. Then they won again. I'd say the Springboks just, not getting those tries in the World Cup. But it doesn't matter. Just got to win the thing. So, yeah, there you have it. Richard says, my one granddad was born in Wales, served Royal Navy, moved to South Africa. His daughter. My mom married a settler, a boerman, a settler. There's some fighting words, settler. All right, we're rapidly approaching the start of this one. So let me see if I can't get my feed going. There we go. Okay, starting in 6 minutes. Let me go ahead and put it up here. Okay, I've got the feed. That's good news. A lot of empty seats. I don't know if people are getting booze or what's going on. I see a lot of empty seats at Millennium Stadium. That's very disappointing for a Springboks match. If I were in the UK, I would be at this game today. That was the plan originally, folks. But cash is king. You got to have the cash. My plan was Scotland, Twickenham, and then Cardiff. Edinburgh, London, and Cardiff was the plan. I was going to spend November in the UK, but alas, it did not come to pass. All right, time to shed the sorting hat. There you go. All right, so wow, a lot of people out in the field. What's going on here? And the roof. They're remembering some Welsh rugby greats. Let's see who they are. So, all right, now let's go back to a cap right here. Let's go to this cap. This is the 2019 World Cup, or 2023 cap. Glenn Davis died in 2023. Oops, they went to the crowd. They were showing it on the screen. Now I can't see it. This is stupid television coverage. We don't care about the crowd and all the empty seats. There's a bunch of empty seats. We care about seeing who the Welsh greats are that they're honoring up on the screen. And we can't see them because you're not showing us. JPR Williams, Barry John, cap number 703. Okay, not that many empty seats. It just was a couple spots there. They kept focusing on where a lot of empty seats, so much better. There's Rio Dyer out on the pitch for Wales. There's a Welsh fan with a 2023 World Cup jersey on. So, they're still showing the board, and we're looking at players' faces. I could give a crap less. I'd rather see the board and see who we're honoring. A lot of Welsh players being cycled through up there must have all passed in the last year plus. Alan Carter died, February this year. So a lot of players have passed from Welsh rugby history. Wow, in 1 year. This game is going to be close to the most. You might be right, Neville. You might be right. That's why I'm not counting my chickens for they hatch. The Springboks have to actually perform. Huge cheer for somebody. Not sure what the cheer was for. Okay, Nkosi Africa is coming up. Nkosi Africa, and it was like a home game, folks. Now the Wales national anthem. Speaking Welsh now. Welsh national anthem now. Dyer's lost. He doesn't know any of the words. Beautiful anthem. Oh, that was epic. Brilliant. Well done by the Welsh. All right, his flesh in here is in a pub getting lit. He's probably in a pub getting lit. Wow, that was incredible. So, once again, for Wales, Blair Murray at the fullback, Tom Rogers on the right wing, Max Llewellyn, Ben Thomas in the center, Rio Dyer on the left wing, Sam Costello is starting at fly half, Ellis Bevan at scrum half, Tane Plumtree, Jack Morgan, James Botham, Will Rowlands, Chris Chichunza, Gareth Lake, Dewey Lake, Gareth Thomas, Dewey Lake is the captain, Archie Griffin, off the bench, Ryan Elias, Nicky Smith, Kieran Asarati, Freddie Thomas, Tommy Raffel, Roger Williams, Edgy James, and Josh Hathaway. For the Springboks, it's Ophelia Fassi at the fullback, Cheslin Colby on the right wing, Jesse Creel, Damien Day-Lendy in the center, Kurtley Aronson on the left wing, Jordan Hendrickse at the fly half, Jaden Hendrickse at the scrum half, Jasper Wiese, Elric Lowe, Sia Khaleesi is the captain, Franco Mostart, Eben Etzebeth. In the front row it's Vilko Low, Johan Grubela, and Thomas Dutoy. Off the bench, Malcolm Mars, Gerhard Steenekamp, Vincent Koch, Marco van Staden, Rage Stemen, Cameron Hannekem, Kobus Reinach, and Andre Pollard. And I'd like to welcome, if they happen to be here, everybody coming in from Megaphone Rugby to join us. And once again, they're doing this coverage. Will be resumed shortly. What is this? They're taking a commercial break here? Unbelievable. We usually get the TV feed. Andre Fenta says, hello, welcome back to you and to 225 people currently here. Be sure to hit that like button, folks. It costs you nothing but a moment of your time.
That was easy.
I really don't like this commercial break thing because I don't know when the game resumes here. It's very frustrating. This is something that's never happened until today. I think there's been some changes at Peacock, including knocking off my subscription when I still have a subscription, and I had to fight for 3 hours to get it back yesterday. But it's back today, but we're on a commercial break. 900 people have already tuned in. Thank you for being here. The Hendrick brothers are... We go with you on the field, says Logan Roberts. Okay. Michael Crawford's here. And who else have we missed in the chat? I think we got everybody else. Garrett is here. Tunis Fun to Vestoys, and you're here as well. Emotional war ground rugby where gentlemen play like hooligans and doing it with power. Love the game. Yeah, this should be a powerful game here. Expect to see a lot. Here we go. We're ready to start. We're ready for the kickoff. And in fact, I got the joke earlier. Wales is actually wearing green trousers today. So I missed that point earlier, but I've got it now. We are ready to get started. Let me get the scoreboard up. Here's the scoreboard, and we're ready to go. November 23rd, 2024, Millennium Stadium or Principality Stadium, and we're underway. Inside the 22, taken by the Springboks and tackled immediately. And look, it was Fossey that came down with it. It was. And Wales is not rolling away, but no penalty here. Makes it Dixon might be the official. That ball goes into touch. Nice clearance kick there by Jordan Hendrickson. Jordan Hendrickson with a nice long clearance kick there from the fly-out position, 25 seconds in. Wales now will have a line out. It's hideous-looking green and red jerseys that Wales is wearing. Successful line out to Will Rowlands. They come away. Wales with the ball now. Midfield. Tackle made over there by one of the Hendrickses. Driven backwards by Franco Mostart. Tackle made short of midfield. Wales goes the other direction. And Hendrickson cuts back. Oh, wow. Sam Costello does a nice job. Pick up about 10 meters before Wilco Lowe puts him down. Now they come back to the middle. Springboks retreating back on side. And Elric Lowe trying to stay out of the way there. Here's a clearance kick by Costello. It's going to be high into there. Khaleesi gave chase, but doesn't get there. And a nice job by Hendrickson on the outside on the high ball. He's dancing up to the 10-meter line. Picks up about 7 meters there. And Cheslin Colby will play scrum half, but no, it's Eben Etzebeth. He decides to be the scrum half and driven into the ground by Will Rowlands. Good job by Wales on that one. Franco must start with a carry. He doesn't really pick up much there. And now, finally, Jaden Hendrickson starts playing his proper role. Scrum half, first time he actually touches the ball. A minute 37 in. Ball's kicked over the top by Hendrickson. And that ball's, Cheslin Colby competes for it, but good job by Sam Costello. He has to be tackled from behind by Sia Khaleesi. And Wales has the ball at midfield. Here they come. And Wilco Lowe makes a nice tackle there. No, it's not Wilco Lowe. Excuse me. It's Thomas Dutoy. Ball's available. Here's the kick over the top by Bevan. Who's going to get this? Oh, is it Colby that comes down with it? He got hit in the gut. Nice tackle there. Fossey kicks it to the wing. Is it going to be caught on the fly by Jesse Creel? He's down the sideline. Oh, he kicks it, and it's knocked in a touch by Sam Costello. Wow. Man, that was exciting for a moment there. Jesse Creel breaks free, but Costello dives on the ball, knocking it into touch. Wow. Very exciting start. We're coming back for something. Offsides? There's Carl Dixon out there as the official. Oh, it was an early tackle. I thought so. Ooh. His timing was off by Rio Dyer. Tackled the player in the air. It looked like it was Hendrickson, not Colby. 2:56 into the contest. That was a great kick by Fossey, yeah. That earns them a little credit back in my book. So South Africa's going to kick for territory. Hendrickson will do this. That's a nice kick. Let's see where it lands. Good distance. Picks up a number of meters there. Let's see what he picks up. All right. There's Stick and Rossi up in the booth. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Inside the 22 now. Herbla goes deep. He gets the ball easily to Elric Lowe. Here they come across Jesse Creel's tackle there. Hendrickson. Oh, nice move there. The other Hendrickson, brother to brother. And nice move by Jordan Hendrickson. Jaden Hendrickson picks it up now. Wilco Lowe bounces off players. Still going. Wilco Lowe down to 7 meters. And the Welsh have stolen the ball. But they've knocked it on. And the no-arms tackle, or not releasing from the Springboks. That goes back a ways. I thought we might have that, but yeah, it took a while to make that call. But penalty on the Springboks at the 5-meter line. That's unfortunate. Wow. 4 minutes in. Well, we're definitely got some tempo in this game as Sam Costello will kick for distance for Wales. Costello's right leg covered in white chalk. Wonder where he picked that up. Must have been when he dove out of bounds there. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's definitely holding on to the ball. Yep. All right. So it'll be a line out to Wales. Dewey Lake to throw it in, the team captain. Hooker for Wales. Successful. They come down with it. And they skip them all, and they bring it out right away. And tackle made on Jack Morgan. Kick over the top by Bevan. And that's going to be Kirtley Arnsay with his first catch. He bounces off a tackle. 2 more tackles, 3 tackles. Kirtley Arnsay nearly up to midfield. Great carry by Mighty Mouse. What a great job there. Oh, the Bucks have wings. They have people outside. Khaleesi, he gets it to Creel. Creel down the sideline to Colby inside the 22. South Africa on the front foot now inside the 22. Charging for he goes. Franco Mostert. Booker. Yabo! And the Bucks are in. Franco Mostert untouched. Oh, baby. Can you believe it? What a start to the game. 78 caps, 4 tries. Franco Mostert has 78 caps already. My goodness. Wow. Mostert with the try. Unbelievable. Woo. Man. What a great job on the outside by Khaleesi, then Creel. And then Colby, brilliant stuff. Get us inside the 22. And Mostert just comes running up and just walks right through. 17 meters untouched for the try. Franco Mostert. Wow. Woo. Brilliant work from the Bucks to get this thing started. Here's the conversion attempt by Hendrickson. And that's, it went left and curved back over, and it's 7-0. Wow, that was a weird kick. He's been over 2 million pounds to leave, really? That's news to me. I didn't know that. All right, surprised the Welsh aren't in red jersey for the home game. That's what I thought. Need a holiday in Umhlanga, okay? Difference in how physical and how hard they run lines is crazy compared to other games. Yeah, compared to the games we just watched. Yeah, Rossi is doing good. Now let Monty out of the Springboks. Here's the restart, and Jordan, no, it bounces backwards. It's taken there by Fossey. Good job by Fossey. Secures the ball. Hendrickson, Jaden Hendrickson, back to Jordan Hendrickson. Jordan Hendrickson kicks the ball high in the air. There's a chase over there. Who's going to get it? Colby challenges, but down with the ball comes Wales. Wales retains possession as Murray secured that, Blair Murray. Welsh have the ball. Digging out of the ruck. Bevan to Costello. Costello launches this ball down towards the 22. It's going to be caught down there by Fossey. Fossey comes up. He hoists the ball in the air. Fossey gives chase. He's got a clean shot at it. Who's going to get it? Oh, Costello. Poor jump by Fossey. Costello comes down with it, and Wales has the ball. But a counter ruck coming from the Bucks. They've got it. Oh, here they go to the wing. Uncontested. There it goes. Currently Arnsey. He's got Ebenezer back on the inside. Booker, Ebenezer with the try. Can you believe it? South Africa. Wow, another try. Currently Arnsey unselfishly feeding that ball back to Ebenezer, his 131st cap, 7 tries. That's all he has in 137 games. Wow. Woo, baby. Unselfish rub. You gotta love it. Currently Arnsey. Etzebeth to Arnsey to Etzebeth, and bye. Costello had no chance to chase him down. Or Blair Murray, excuse me. Wow. Kirtley could have turned on the Jets and scored that, but he made sure we had the secure try. Wow. Man, oh man, oh man. Woo, baby. Here's the kick from Hendrickson. Oh, he's going to miss that. It never had a chance. Stayed left of the post. Man, oh man. Kirtley back to Eben Etzebeth. Wow, and Etzebeth wasn't even in this game. He was brought in because of Jacques Klein being injured. Ooh, Sam Costello has an HIA. Yep, he's going off. Sam Costello's going off for HIA at 9. Jeez. Team and crickets, man. Talk about, insult to injury. Now they lose Sam Costello to a head injury assessment based on the kit that's on his uniform. Here's a restart. Kick down inside the 22, taken by the Bucks down there by Jasper Wiese with his first touch. He drives up to the 22. Ruck is formed. Jaden Hendrickson to dig it out. Carl Dixon hasn't given him a warning yet. There's the ball launched high into the air. And knocked on by Wales, picked up by South Africa. Jaden Hendrickson. Jasper Wiese. Is that Delendo? Damon Delendo, his first carry, dancing around. Hendrickson to Hendrickson. Oh, Creel had to reach back for that. It was a bad pass. And we're going to come back for a penalty. Was it offside? Boy, Warren Gatlin doesn't look too happy up in the booth. Nobody looks happy up there. So we're going to kick for some distance here, I imagine. So Jordan Hendrickson kicking for some territory here. Going to pick up some territory. Let's see where the mark is. 12-0 South Africa, 10 minutes into the game. 31-meter kick. Going to put him down there as Johan Gerbelaar goes down for the line out. 256 people here, 92 likes. Can we hit some more likes, folks? Come on. Nothing but a moment of your time.
That was easy.
Line out thrown in. Successful. Jaden Hendrickson over to the middle of the pitch. Jordan Hendrickson charging forward are the Bucks. Ball's available. Jaden Hendrickson to Jesse Creel. Creel to Dealende to Kurtley Arnse. He's tackled short of the 22. And is the ball stolen? No, it's a pick and go by South Africa. That was nicely done. Jaden Hendrickson comes back to Mostart. Mostart drives forward. He gets nothing there. Places the ball. Hendrickson to Gerbelaar. Gerbelaar. Boy, that's a tough row to go there with 3 defenders. Ball skirts out. And a penalty for not releasing the tackler. Yep. So that's a penalty. That's a makeable penalty for the Bucks, but they'll probably go for the corner at this stage. They've got control of the game. Why not? Offside is the call, and they're going to kick for the corner. Jordan Hendrickson to the corner. Ball goes deep into the stands. Yeah, it took the space. That's why the ball kicked away. Yep. 13 meters away from the try line. More tries. Yep. What's open? 2 lock tries, loving it. The roof is closed. The roof is closed. Sorry, I didn't see the question. The roof is closed. Gerbelaar into Mostart. They're into a maul. South Africa now. Trying to drive this maul forward. Gerbelaar has the ball at the back now. It's going nowhere. Hendricks. Oh, now it goes forward. Here they go. Now they're going forward. They just broke through. They're still going forward. Still going forward. Advantage. Springboks have the advantage now. Hendrickson, he had Kurtley Arnse on the wing. He didn't see it. Oh, he took too long. There was no defender to Kurtley. Was free. If he just looked, he was taking his time digging it out. So it's a penalty. Going to be a 5-meter line out now. Here we go. Boy, Kurtley Arnse had a chance to score again there, but Jaden Hendrickson was not quite paying attention. And we've got a player down being treated, Jasper Wiese. 4 penalties on Wales so far, 1 for South Africa. And Jasper Wiese is getting some treatment down there. These are hideous outfits. They look like the Italians. So they're arguing against Carl Dixon, but just let it be. Hang on a second. What I got over here? Text message. Okay. Yeah, changed the bind, came across the top. That's a clear penalty. He's arguing, but it's a clear penalty. Yep, can't do that. So I don't know how Jasper Wiese got hurt. He drove his shoulder in there. Looks like he's okay. A little stinger there. So 13 minutes off the clock. It's 12-0 South African front. Andre Fenta says there's a storm in the UK. Where in the UK? The whole islands? Yeah, they could pass for the Hungarians. Absolutely. Or Bulgaria. You're right about that, bystander. Or the Italians on a spaghetti day. Here's Gerbelaar for the line out. They go deep. It's tipped in the air by Wales, but it's picked up by Thomas Dutoy. And we got a knock-on advantage here. Jaden Hendrickson looks right, but there's nothing there. He comes back to the center. Springboks now with the ball in front of the post, 10 meters away. Creel driving forward. Creel being held up. He's still going forward. It's a maul. It's a maul, but he's got to get down now. He's tackled. We're going to come back for the knock-on. Knock-on in the line out. So we're going to come back. Scrum to South Africa. Boy, Jesse Creel looks like he's chiseled, man. Just no fat on that face at all. Looking good there, Jesse Creel. All right, here we go, folks. 13:50 on the clock. Scrum to the Bucks. We finally got a subscriber. Thank you so much for that. Al Via is just subscribed. Thank you for that, Al. Appreciate you being here. If it's a tight game, then they'll go for points. But like this, they're going to go for the corner. Yeah, that's a few minutes ago. So let's see if we get any more subscribers. A couple, not a lot. If you're not a subscriber, please join us, folks. Here we go. Live commentary, play-by-play. Bind. Set, says Carl Dixon. Jaden Hendrickson will put it in the pipe. He does. And it went forward, not backward. Springboks have got to drive. They do. Springboks drive forward. Hendrickson, dig it out. No clear dominance, he says. See, Khaleesi agrees. No clear dominance. Going to set it up as Jack Morgan digs himself out of the ruck there for Wales. Boy, Wales had a good scrum there. Better than I expected. Dixon says no clear dominance. Crowds into it, folks, at Millennium Stadium, and the sound echoing with the roof closed.
Gareth Thomas due to start there.
Here we go. We'll reset this scrum. Hey, if you're not a subscriber, folks, please become one and join us right here on Rugby Ascent. We'd appreciate your support. 15:05 in the contest. Jaden Hendrickson put it in. Bind. Set. Hendrickson puts it in. This time it goes further back. And it drops straight away, so Hendrickson better pull it out. Oh, he's got runners on the outside. Wake up! It went backwards, and Jasper Visa picks it up. He drives forwards. Visa down to 3 meters. Hendrickson's not really got his head in this game. He's missing clear opportunities to score tries. Hendrickson now goes to the right. Thomas Dutoy drives forward, and he runs into a Welsh buzzsaw driven backwards there. Hendrickson just pushing it hard into it now. The Bucks going through phase after phase. Bucks down to 1 meter. Hendrickson back this way to Etzebeth. Etzebeth tries to drive through, but he stopped. Hendrickson to Khaleesi. Khaleesi drive. Khaleesi's going to be held up. Damn. Khaleesi gets across the line, but he's got 2 Welshmen under him. How many Welshmen does it take in Eastern Caper to stop? 2, apparently. Scotland A versus Chile coming up today. Yeah, that's right, Jimmy. I'm not going to cover that one, though. Although, probably should consider covering it. Let me see what time it starts. That's on the Rugby TV. Rugby pass, excuse me. Springboks have it outside the 22. It was kicked. There's Jesse Creel trying to dance. Gets around 2 players. Still going forward. Creel gets tackled there. Oh, Chesley Colby offloads the ball. He's got it back to Herbala. And the Bucks driving again. That one's live now. Scotland A versus Chile, so I can't cover that game. They're getting ready to start that game. Ulrich Lowe. Hendricks back to Visa. Jasper Visa. There's a penalty advantage now. Damien Dan Lende drives forward. And they're playing a penalty advantage, but where's the ball at? The ball got lost somewhere. There it is. Knock on against South Africa. It's going to be a penalty advantage over here. They're going to kick to the corner, no doubt, for that 5-meter line out. Wales is really outmatched in this one. Tough break for them. It's a high tackle. Not called. 17:55. Springboks haven't scored in a while here now. In a while. 267 meters made for South Africa, 33 for Wales. Wow. 16 tackles for the Bucks, 52 for Wales in 18 minutes. 52 tackles in 18 minutes. $15 tackles missed. Wow. That's incredible. 52 made, 15 missed in 18 minutes. That's insane. Jack Morgan has 10 tackles in just 18 minutes. Wow, that's crazy. This is crazy, these stats. The Welsh are hanging on for dear life. Hanging on for dear life. Time for another try. I agree, Helen. I agree. Neville's living in Cape Town, caring for his mom. Oh, living in town, caring for his mom. Yep. So we got a long break here. I don't know if somebody's injured. The camera hasn't shown. There's no been mention of it here. But we got a break in the action. 18 minutes, 26 seconds in. South Africa leading. Tries so far by Franco Mostart and Eben Etzebeth. Both locks scoring tries. Mostart tries was scintillating, as was Etzebeth. Curtly Arendse unselfishly passing the ball back to Eben Etzebeth, allowing him to get just his 7th try in 131 caps. The most all-time capped Springbok in the history of South African rugby is Eben Etzebeth. So here we go. Johan Grubelow, 5-meter line out for the Bucks. Get it right, boys. They get it to Mostart. They're into them all. Ball gets to the back. I think Khaleesi has it. Now call to use it once. So Hendrickson digs it out. Damien De Allende to Cheslin Colby. Fossey to the outside. Curtly, go. Curtly. Oh, Curtly cuts back. Booker. Curtly Arendse with the try. Yeah, finally. There we go, baby. There we go. Curtly Arendse in the corner. They shut down the lane and cut it back. 24 caps, 18 tries. Take that, World Rugby. Curtly Arendse. Wow, imagination freaks, welcome to you. Curtly Arendse, they shut down that lane. He cut back and went around both players. Blair Murray had him out there. Curtly saw it. He goes, boop, cuts back to the inside and avoided both the tacklers. Curtly Arendse with the try. Yes. One of my all-time favorite players. I also love Gio Aplon. I love the little guy out there. This little guy is awesome. He and Cheslin Colby. Curtly Arendse. Here's the kick coming from Hendrickson. A tough kick from the corner. That one looks like it's going to be perfect. Yes! 19-0. Point a minute at this stage. A point a minute. Sam Costello's back in the game now from the HIA. He's good. Turns out he was okay. 20 minutes now. 19-0 South Africa. Here's the restart. Short of the 22. They come down with it. I think it was hit in the air. That's a penalty for taking down Mostart in the air. Playing advantage of the Springboks. Fossey kicks to the wing again. Too much. Going to come back. Yep. Tackling the player in the air. Fossey looking pretty good so far in this game. Yeah, with Curtly on fire. Yep. Yes, Helen, we're doing well here. Rosie's going to get late tonight. What are these girls doing laying on the pitch over there? A couple chicas laying down over there. They're just chilling, doing nothing. Millennials, man, so lazy. All right, so Hendricks will kick for territory here. 21 minutes into the contest. After that, no arms. Oh, that's not going to find touch, is it? Nope, he didn't find touch. Stays in play. Wales brings it back. Squandered opportunity by South Africa, and that goes in touch. They're going to come all the way back, and they exchange that, gaining about 15 meters, but it is on the Welsh side of the pitch now. That was a bad kick, Hendrickson. Boy, this replay, watching Curtly. So just over midfield, and the Bucks have it. Mostart as it to Etzebeth. Etzebeth, the lock's doing a great job for South Africa thus far. Etzebeth goes forward. Here comes Hendrickson. He does the dummy. Then he hands it off to Elric Lowe, who charges forward. Hendrickson, nice feed right there to Jasper Wiese over midfield. Hendrickson to Jesse Creel. Man, Jesse Creel, what a stud. The man who helped us win the World Cup. Etzebeth and Creel are why we won the World Cup. Knock on. Who lost that? One of the front rowers. We're going to slow things down for just a moment for Wales as the knock on. 22-20 in the first half. South Africa leading 19-0. Wales clearly outmatched here. The question is, how many points will South Africa score? Do not give Wales any oxygen. You want to give teams no chance to come back. Logan Roberts says your energy is excellent. Well, are you great? Well, yeah, that's pretty cool. And Jenny Rennie says, absolutely love your commentary. Well, thank you very much. Be sure to hit the like button then. 507 people currently here. 22 minutes, 46 seconds into the contest. Rio Dyer looking serious. Benched, hunched over. It's a scrum to Wales. Set! Just over midfield. Bevins puts it in, brings it out, comes to the near side. He sends it out to the wing. Only one Welsh player there, and Kirtley buries him. What a tackle by the little Minnie Mouse. Mighty Mouse. Back to the center. And Thomas Dutoy with the tackle there. Wales now at the 10-meter line of South Africa. They're going to go back over this direction. Costello's back in there. Dewey Lake gets hit. Bounces off of Wilco Low and goes forward. Wow. And over Jasper Wiese. That was a hell of a carry. Etzebeth charges up, just misses the charge down. And Fossey, it's knocked on by South Africa. Either Creel or Fossey. I'm not sure who. Definitely a knock on, and Wales will get a scrum. Etzebeth nearly charged that down. It was a long distance, too. Just didn't get there. And then Sam Costello's foot hit Etzebeth. Costello's taking a beat in this game, man. Reminds me of the last game with Ireland. Kieran Frawley was getting beat up bad. Boy, Kieran Frawley, what a trooper staying in that game. Mighty Mouse, yep. Mighty Mouse. That's what Kirtley Arnsay is, man. All right, here we go. Small of stature, but big of heart. And thinner frame than Cheslin Colby, who's also short. Bind. Set. Ball goes in the pipe. Up, collapses. Gonna reset it. These scrums have not been pretty thus far. This should be a place where South Africa has clear dominance, but so far they don't. No clear dominance so far. So we're going to reset the scrum. 24 minutes, 48 seconds. Let's go, Bucks. Crouch. Bind. Set. Bevins to put it in for... Bevan puts it in. Or draw. Now the Bucks blow him up. Yeah! Boo! Booker! Big scrum win there. They drove with a force. So South Africa can kick for the post. So it looks like we got some blood pouring off one of the heads there. He can kick for points, so they're going to kick for the corner. I suspect it'll be the corner. It's a makeable kick. Looks like Thomas Dutoy's got blood coming from that right ear. Yep, or somewhere in his forehead. Here's a kick by Hendrickson. This time he finds touch, but it's not going to go that far. It'll be outside the 22. After that last one, he left in play. Whoops. And I've lost my commentary as I rip my earpiece out. There we go. Thomas Dutoy. All right, here we go. Grobelaar with the line out. What's going on? We got a timeout here. TV. Clock is still going. What's going on? Grobelaar came over to a huddle. That's unusual. Comes back for the line out. South African line out now outside the Welsh 22. Elric Lowe is in the lineup. Oh, that was deep. They throw it, and it's Jasper Wiese. Bounces off the first tackler down to the 22. Wow, that was interesting. Cheslin Colby on the outside dumps the ball back. Here comes Ulrich Lowe down to 5 meters. South Africa on the front foot again. Hendrickson. South Africa threatening. Eben Etzebeth driven backwards. Must start. Drives forward. Ball's available. Hendrickson. Jordan Hendrickson drives forward. Jaden Hendrickson. Oh, nearly lost forward by Grobelaar. Picked up by Hendrickson. He's got Creel. Creel dances back inside. Back down to the 5 meter line. Hendrickson comes wide to Fossey, but they're offsides. Welsh are there before the ball is. Good job by Fossey to secure that one. Jasper Wiese now trying to get some. A lot of phases by the Bucks. Nothing happening. Nothing doing here. Must start with a carry. They've lost about 4 meters here. And that's Damien de Allende with his first carry in a while. They're going to go, oh, Fossey charging through the line, but the Welsh are there. Hendrickson goes wide. Ulrich Lowe with a carry. But they are not giving inches up here. Ball's available. They come back to Grobelaar. Grobelaar drives forward. Hendrickson from the ruck. Back here to Damien DeLende. Kicks it over the top. That's not going to work. Knock backwards by... Oh, Curtly Arndt knocked it backwards. No, that's not held up. You need to go to the TMO. They're saying held up. No. Go to the TMO. That ball was down initially. They're not even... Let's see it on the replay. Maybe I'm wrong here. What a great play. Let's see. Fossey get it down or not? No, he didn't. He didn't. No question about it. It never hit the turf. So goal line kick. Squandered opportunity. Out to the 22, and Mustard comes down with it. He goes forward. So now we're back 22 meters away again. South Africa. Eben Etzebeth drives to the 22. Hendricks, a fast pace here by the Bucks. No slow ball here. Fossey to Creel. Creel drives forward. It's just one wave after another. Crashing through the line comes Jasper Visa. The Bucks are not letting up. Damien DeLende dances into there. Charging into that line. Hendrickson now goes over the other side. Oh, Vilko low. And they kick it over the top. Chases on. Oh, Hendrickson. It's gone forward. Oh, man. Couldn't quite get to it. So it'll be a scrum to Wales. 29 minutes in it now, folks. Woo. Off his chest. Nearly an incredible play there. Just not the right bounce. Got a substitution going on here. Is Etzebeth injured? Is Etzebeth leaving? Eben Etzebeth is out 29 minutes in. And the crowd, listen to the crowd cheering Eben Etzebeth.
Havert scored a try, and he's got the Box supporters up on their feet.
Big applause for Eben Etzebeth leaving the game 29 minutes in. Is he injured? Looks like he's injured. He doesn't look happy. They bent him back like a pretzel. R.G. Stamen is in the game now. I hope that Eben Etzebeth is okay, but R.G. Stamen comes in the game early. Etzebeth goes over the bench. He looks to be in a bit of discomfort there. They're talking to him. Doesn't look good. Shaking his head. Not sure what happened there, but he was bent back like a pretzel on one of those tackles. Hope he didn't hyperextend something. All right, it's a Welsh scrum 6 meters out from their try line. Crouch. Bind. Set. And it collapses. Going to reset it. Michael Crawford, love the passion. Chris, book a rule. Indeed they do. The way the Welsh are playing, because balaclavas will soon be part of their kit. Eben's bicep is bigger than my bystander's head. I don't know if that's true. That's huge. Joe Brooks says, wow. Okay, here we go. Crouch. Bind. Set. Ball's in the pipe. South Africa pushes, and they bring it out. Khaleesi there. Great job on the tackle. Taking Tane Plumtree down. They go back the other way. Bevan hands the ball off to Gareth Thomas. Gareth Thomas is met by the Bucks. Tackled. Nothing doing there. They're going to have to get a clearance kick. Here it comes. Bucks kick over the top. That's a nice kick. Let's see where it goes into touch, though. That's a nice clearance kick out past the 30-meter line. He's not happy with it, but Bevan, that's a nice kick. 30 minutes, 30 seconds now. Let's work our way through the first half. Disappointing seeing Eben Etzebeth go out with an injury. Marilyn Brokenshaw. How's it going, Marilyn? Better late than never. Fustic Corneliuson. Hello. Long line out successful. Here come the Bucks over the middle to Damien DeLende. Tackler releases. Oh, it's knocked on by Jordan Hendrickson. Oh, my goodness. Knock-on advantage. Knock-on advantage for Wales. Blair Murphy sends the ball back the other direction. Boy, R.G. Stamen's just a giant out there when you see him next to everybody else. Call to use it. Kicked over the top by Bevan. That's going to go down inside the 10-meter line, and Fosse's there. He gets tackled in the air again. They're saying he landed that time. Player goes forward. I can't see who it is, but Wales is not rolling away. Slow ball. Penalty. Yep. That was an early tackle. That's what I said. Yep. He's got a foot. Yep, it's early. That's what I said. Carl Dixon said no, but the TMO overruled him. So it's an early tackle, tackling the player in the air. But it wasn't a dangerous one. His foot was almost on the ground, and he hit him low. So 31-40. Let's see what the Bucks do now. Ball's kicked down the pitch. 32 minutes in the contest now, approaching halftime. Warren Gatlin and the Welsh coaching staff looking glum up there, but it could be much worse. The Bucks have squandered a few scoring opportunities here with a forward pass, with a knock-on. So, Herbela to throw it in. Inside the 10-meter line. They go deep. RG stay, but Hendrickson. Currently, I would say, what's he doing in the middle of the pitch there? Hendrickson, RG Sneyman breaking through. Goes forward a few meters. Hendrickson goes back the other way to other Hendrickson. Back to Creel. Creel cuts back. He gets to David Delaney inside of 22. Boca down to about 10 meters. Hendricks is there. Fossey sees a gap. He cuts, but it closes. He's still trying to go forward. Hands off to Sneyman. Sneyman back to Mustard. Mustard 5 meters out. The Bucks knocking on the door. Hendrickson. Sia Khaleesi. Yemo. Bucca. Sia Khaleesi gets the try. South Africa. Shortvita. Woo. Sia Khaleesi with the try. Brilliant work there. Hold on. We're going to check. On-field try. Yeah, I'm looking for a knock-on. I think there might have been a knock-on at the start of that. Yeah, but that's a ways back, that knock-on, if there is one. Yeah, that's a knock-on by Hendrickson. I think it came off Mustard's leg is the issue. Yeah, it's off his hand. That's a knock-on. No try. Yep, no try. Half the crowd is booing, half the crowd is cheering at the same time. RG Sneyman went in for Etzebeth, Peter. So it's a scrum to Wales. Another squandered scoring opportunity. That's 3 of them by Springboks. Otherwise, this game would be over already. 33 minutes in the first half. Time for the Bucks to assert some clear scrum dominance, which they haven't done in this game. They've won a penalty or two, but they haven't shown clear dominance. Crouch. Bind. Set. Welsh. Bevan puts it in. 6 meters out. Oh, the Bucks driving backwards. Yes! Scrum penalty. Just beautiful. Pick and go. Jasper Visa down to the try line. He didn't get there. It's short. Now they're over. Bucca. Elric Lowe with the try. South Africa. Azania. Mzansi, take your pick. Whoa, baby. Oh, my goodness. Elric Lowe with the try. Got it. Great job. Elric Lowe with a try. Brilliant stuff. Here's a conversion, pretty easy conversion attempt, right in front of the post. Got a Welsh player coming in here. Kick is good. 26-0. Bucks up 26-0. Substitution coming in there. 18. So that's going to be Gareth Thomas. Azarati comes in for Griffin. Griffin goes off. That's an unusual substitution. He doesn't look happy. He's had a tough day at the office. Here's the restart. It goes deep inside the 22. Taken down there by Jasper Wiese. Drives forward to the 22. Ball, look like it was almost stolen by Wales. And it's going to be not releasing against South Africa. Dewey Lake with a huge turnover there for Wales. Wales needed something to pick them up. Giving up 4 tries already. Got to do something. Dewey Lake trying to get him fired up. Yep. Yeah, he won that. Yep. So they kick to the corner. Wales going for the points. In the corner. Crowd cheering them on for being men and not kicking at the post. Could have been 50-0 by halftime. You're right, Justin. Here we go. 36 minutes. 6-meter line out. Successful into the hands of Will Rollins. Or Shunza, as it was, not Rollins. They're in a maul, but it's going nowhere. The Bucks are defending that maul. So a lot of bodies have poured in there. Almost the entire team is over there. There's must be good Lord, 14 guys, 16 guys in that maul. It's inching forward. Hendrickson comes over to drive it back. It's going now. And it collapses, but it collapses of its own volition. Ball's available. Wales at the 5-meter line. The Bucks get on defense. Welsh taking their time. That's a mistake. They should have got out of there quickly. Nice tackle there. 6 meters out. They come wide. Oh, Rio Dyer's taken down. It was Ben Thomas, excuse me. Asarati with his first carry. Penalty advantage for not rolling away. Somebody's underneath. I can't see who it is. It was Mostart. Right in front of the post. Costello's kicking for the corner again. Be sure to hit that like button, folks. 600 people currently here. Some more, you can hit that like button. All right, Wales going to take and roll the dice again. 2.5 minutes in the first half. 2.5 minutes remain in the first half. They're going to roll the dice and try to get on the board before halftime here. Crowd's into it, trailing 4 tries to 0. Dewey Lake to throw it in. Just got his team energized with a steal a few moments ago. Successful into the hands of Tane Plumtree, but then it's another penalty. I guess they touched the player in the air, so Wales is playing a penalty advantage here. Dewey Lake with a carry. Sia Khaleesi runs over him. Wales getting close. Just 3 meters. Oh, that's going to be stolen by South Africa. Dutoy steals it, but it's going to come back for that penalty. Carl Dixon says they collapsed them all. Other people can't join. I don't know about that. Rickard Harris, welcome to you. Loves Cutfita. Who's Cutfita? Arctic is here. So 5-meter line out for Wales. One minute left in the first half. Here we go. Dewey Lake to throw it in. 5.5 meters away. Bucks, let's see what they can do. Successful to Chris Chuna. Chuna is mixed up. It's actually Will Rollins. They got the numbers backwards. And the maul looks promising now, but Sia Khaleesi drives in there. Trying to stop him. But the Welsh are picking up inches slowly. Call to use it once. Bevan gets at the back of it. And they come away with it. Jack Morgan, tackled by Mustard. Or no, Damien Danlende, pardon me. And Hendrickson. Off their feet is Wales. No call for that. Should have been off their feet penalty. Short of the line. Ball pops out. Short of the line again. Wales knocking on the door. 12 seconds left in the half. Short again. Curtly Arnsey in there fighting his way. Curtly Arnsey fought right, or is it Cheslin Colby? Oh, nearly picked off by Creel. What a great job. Back to about 10 meters now. Thank you, Donnie Peterson, for subscribing. They come wide to the outside. Wales is going to get there. Rio Dyer. Oh, did he ever touch it down? I didn't see it hit the ground. If it did, it just touched the ground. Rio Dyer. They're saying it's a try. I want to see a TMO. TMO. Rio Dyer. I want to see that again. They're over the hooter now. 23 caps, his 8th try. I think I've seen pretty much a lot of his appearances. Here it is. Let me see it again. Fosse's out here. He's got to cover the winger. Colby, let me see if he got it from behind. Hendrickson missed the tackle. And Kurt Lee gets over there. Yep, it's a try. Barely. Wales with a try. Conversion is no good. 26-5. All right, folks, that's halftime. Don't run off. We got 584 people here currently right now. Thanks for being here. 7,000 views. Cool beans. Wow, I got to tell you, that's, yeah, I didn't think it was grounded, but in the end, it looks like he did just barely get the grounding in. I don't like this freaking, it's just no halftime coverage. It's so annoying what's going on with Peacock here. I don't know what they're up to. But anyway, yeah. Wow. That was something else, wasn't it? That was something else. Yeah, Jacques says just did. So go fishing. What? What is going on here? Derek Felton, Maryland. Maryland said he got it down. Seemed like a great ball control on the grounding. Yeah, no, I think it was grounded, Arctic. Yep. So the wall will break. Is that in favor of Wales coming back here? I wouldn't hold my breath on that, folks. Halftime in Cardiff, and the Springboks out to a commanding 26-5 lead. Could have been much worse. Could have been much worse than this first half. A lot of stuff happened, and the Springboks didn't capitalize on it. So, yep. Thanks to folks who are subscribing. Let's take a look and see if we gain any subscribers. If you're over here from Megaphone Sports, thank you for joining us as well. We're picking up a few subscribers here. Not a ton, though. Not a ton. But we are grateful for the ones who show up. So most people said the Springboks win this. Okay. Going to end that poll. And we had 597 votes in that poll. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right. No way he grounded that try live. AI is getting fast. Arctic. That's funny. Oh, it is. AI is getting fast, man. It's crazy. I watched my brother recorded a song. He wrote a couple text things in it, and he told it. Oh, there's another subscriber, John Kruger. Thank you for subscribing, John. Appreciate that. How many losses in a row for Wales now? I think it's 11 or 12. Yep. And there's Andre Fossa. Thank you for subscribing. Oh, no. Vainant Bradfield 7K. That's an interesting last name there. Thank you, Vainant. Andre Fossa, thank you for your subscription. Really do appreciate it, guys. Thanks for being here. Duncan Waldy says the halftime banner is still up. Yeah, because it's halftime. I just put it up. Of course it's up. We just started halftime. We just arrived at halftime. Yep. Why would I not have it up? Okay, I'm seeing the locker room. The Bucks are in the locker room. Nice locker room here at Millennium Stadium. It's beautiful. Beautiful locker room. So the Bucks look fine. Kobus Reinach looks fresh. There's Wales in their locker room. Anyway, yeah, so that must be the commercials they break away for. Silver linings, the Eagles have regained their form. Yes, Trooper, I think they have. Although today's performance was a bit wanting. The performance today was a bit wanting. I didn't. Robert, you didn't get alert. Well, Robert, you don't get alerts. That's YouTube. They screw me left and right. They screw me left and right, particularly on my political channels. But even here, they don't inform people. That's why you need to join the Rugby Ascendant group either on Telegram or WhatsApp. Hendo, if you could put the Rugby Ascendant Telegram group and the WhatsApp group up for anybody to join. If you're here and you're watching, please become a subscriber and make sure you hit the get all notifications, and then maybe you'll get the stuff. Yeah, I don't think the brothers are playing particularly well. I agree. Elric is really stepping up. Yes, Onakarabetsa Motong, welcome back to you. Yes, I think that Elric Lowe is really stepping up. Rickard Harris says, thank you so much for your commentary. I really appreciate it. Well, you're welcome, Rickard. All I ask is people become subscribers, hit the like button, share this channel with others. And hey, if you feel so inclined and you're wealthy like Louis Liebenberg, well, maybe not so much anymore for Louis, send a super chat or become a paying member. All of that's appreciated. Yep. Anyway, so tries from Franco Mostart, Eben Etzebeth, Kurt Arense, and Ulrich Lowe, and 3 of the 4 conversions, and then a try there late in the first half by Rio Dyer. Good try, but it sure didn't look like he got it down in real time. So let's take a look at the halftime stats here, and we're talking about 60% possession in favor of South Africa, 90 carries, Vice just 31. The Bucks have made 523 meters versus 114, 49 tackles, 118 tackles by Wales. They had missed 15 tackles earlier. I don't know how many there's now. They had 52 tackles in just 18 minutes. It shows you how it slowed down a little bit there in the last what's that? 40 minus 18, last 32 minutes, only another 50 tackles. Lots of security wardens out on the pitch. Most carries, Jasper Wiese 13, Jesse Kriel 11, Gerbela 8, Mostart 8, and Fassi has 8 carries in the first half. Wow. Likes his chocolate cake. Salads don't win scrums. That's true. All right, so top performance in meters made. Jasper Wiese has 69, Jesse Kriel 67, Kurt Arense 55, Damien Delende 50 meters, and Franco Mostart with 41. Wow, that's incredible. It's a very good split there. You got 4 guys with over 50 meters made in the first half. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. Boy, a lot of people getting beer. A lot of empty seats in the stands now as they're out to get beer. Top performers in tackles made. That's going to be all the Welsh. Morgan with 16. Good Lord. Morgan has 16. My goodness. Wow. At that rate, he's going to have 25 or 30 for the game. My goodness. That's crazy. Anyway, how are we doing over here? South African team is unstoppable. I know it's early, but we should be cruising through another World Cup title. Yes, should win each of the next rugby championships, should win the World Cup. People are going to, we're not there yet, but we'll be able to make the argument the way they're going that they're as good or better than the All Blacks were in their dominant phase. But it would have been nice if we got undefeated this season. But this is not even a tier 1 team right now. This isn't even the best players. I mean, look at the Hendrickson brothers out there. They're not the top, whether you like them or not. They really aren't the top. So let's say if we got any more subscribers. It was 34 last time I looked. 43 now. Thanks for subscribing, folks. Keep pushing us up. Would it be nice to get to 8,000? Please help us get to 8,000 before we go back to URC action. So we've got URC action coming up, and let me take a look at what the URC calendar looks like next week. Just a second here. We're going to have one more autumn international. That's going to be Australia and Ireland at Ireland. That's coming up next week. So, yes, accept all cookies. Let's look at the match center. Next round is the 6th round. Okay, they already played some games in 25 October. Well, that's all. Okay, so I need to go to round 7. Round 7. There we go. 29 November. So that's just 6 days away. It's Glasgow versus the Scarlets, Ulster versus Leinster. I'll probably cover that game because it's on a Friday. Then on Saturday, it's the Sharks hosting the Stormers, definitely covering that game on the 30th. And then Connacht is hosting the Bulls, covering that game. And Edinburgh and Bedington comes after that. Not sure. Munster and the Lions. I'll be covering Munster and Lions. So, wow, it's going to be a long day that day. And then no games on Sunday. So that's all coming up next week. And Ireland's on Friday, too. Let me check the time of Ireland. Let's see. Autumn Internationals. Oops, that's not it. You didn't take me there. Autumn International. Let me check the time. I think it's at 9 p.m. local there. So Autumn Internationals. Where are they at? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And the last one next week is going to be it's on Saturday, not Friday. So at 3 p.m. So let's see what that interferes with. 3 p.m. in Europe. It's currently, 6 hours difference for Europe. So let me go. Munich is 7 now, 6 hours difference. So that is going to be 3 p.m. That's 9 a.m. for me. So that's going to interfere with one of my games if I do the Ireland-Australia game. Interesting. Scotland A is losing to Chile 7-5. Wow. All right, let me see which games we had on for United Rugby. So that is 9 a.m. for me. So Saturday, 10 o'clock is the Stormers. Wow. So well, that sucks. I can't do that. I'm going to have to cover the Stormers. No way I'm going to miss that game. So I won't be covering that Ireland game unless I cover the first half, which doesn't really do any favors for anybody. So I'm sure I won't do that. Anyway, so This year, 10 wins, 2 losses, 83% winning percentage. Just the last game of the test matches for the Springboks could take them to 11-2 for the year and take them a bit higher. So very well done. Yep. Again, they beat Wales 41-13, then Ireland 27-20, choked Ireland on that drop goal 25-24. Beat Portugal 64-21, a valiant effort by Portugal scoring 3 tries. Beat Australia 33-7, beat Australia 30-12, beat New Zealand 31-17. That's when I really, or 31-27. That's when I really began to believe they beat them the first time. And then they beat New Zealand 18-12 and lost Argentina. That was a shocker in Santiago del Estero 29-28. Beat Argentina 48-7, and then beat Scotland 32-15. England 29-20. So yeah. Good season, but it could have been a perfect season. So it would have been nice if it was a perfect season. Ulrich Fenter's back. Gerhard Mitchell is back. The Trooper Argentina is unpredictable. They are unpredictable. They are playing very well this year. So 36 minutes in that game, and Chile versus Scotland A. I have a Chile jersey. I got it from the Rugby World Cup. Boy, that was a story. So I was in France. I went to Chile game, and when I was in Bordeaux, and by the time I got there, long before the game, everything was sold out. There weren't any jerseys. So I went to the game. I left a few minutes before the game ended. I walked outside, and I went to one of the booths, and they had a cap, and they had a hat. They were hanging on the rack. And I said, hey, can I buy that? They said, no. I mean, that we have to keep that on display. I said, why? The game's over. I mean, it's over in a minute. And they said, oh, well, yeah, there's no reason to hold it. So I got like a triple X, 3X. It was freaking, it's large, but it's great. It's nice and loose. And I got myself a Chile cap from the 2023 World Cup. That was incredible. I think it's Chile's first time ever qualifying for a World Cup, ever. So that was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And yeah, so good stuff there. I've got a lot of stories with my jersey, my Namibia jersey from 2019 in Tokyo City. That was epic to get that jersey too. I stood in line for 45 minutes before the game, and the jerseys kept disappearing as all the Japanese bought all the Namibia jerseys as if they even know where Namibia's at. And then I get up there, and the guy, there's one person in front of me, and the last jersey is pulled off the shelf. The guy in front of me goes and takes the next spot, and I'm like, damn. So the Japanese guy's looking at it, and then he's looking at it, and then as one spot comes open in the selling van, the spot starts open. I move forward, and he turns around. He once goes, put it back on the shelf because it's too big. And I'm like, hey, that one, bring it over here. I'll take it. And I got my Namibia jersey. Yeah, the Japanese manufacturer Mizuno is the one that made those jerseys for Namibia in the World Cup, but they weren't available till a week before the World Cup, and you could only get them in Japan. It was very frustrating. Yeah, no, it's definitely a try from Rio Dyer, watching it in real time. Maybe it was AI changing it. I don't know, as you said. But yeah, so I've got stories behind a lot of my jerseys, and some of them are pretty cool. So the stories, not all of them are. All right, who else we got in the chat here? Just my view, but again, I'm not Rossi. I missed what you said, Pinta. What did Pinta say? Mitchell, Helen says, in this game, we don't even need the bomb squad. Nope. Hedy Kloppes says, okay, cool beans there. Where to from here for Wales? Six Nations looming. I'm picking Scotland to win the Six Nations. I hope that's true. RNC for man of the match, says Raymond. Springbok B team, front row, could beat any team but the All Blacks. This South African team is unstoppable. Okay, so what did he say? I didn't see it. Farid Loiso Oxenche is irreplaceable. He's definitely a great player. Raymond Goddard, 200 likes. Yeah, 214 likes, 541 people, which means a bunch of you aren't pushing the like button. That's just mean. Ox, that's where the comment came from. Ox likes his chocolate cake. I didn't see that. I was wondering where that came from because I missed it. Derek doesn't like Gatlin, and neither does Rossi. Neither do I. I don't like Warren Gatlin at all. Yep, so I still don't see how I missed that one comment from that gentleman. Let me look and see if I can find it again. Farid says, we have Nohamba. Oh, Nohamba. Yeah. Sanini Nohamba is a great player too. What's your take on Johan Huberla? I think he's pretty good. Yeah. If there's a Barbarians game, who will they play? Nohamba's a superstar in the making. Watch that, man. Peter, I don't disagree. I said Kurtley Arnse was a superstar in the making. I said Keenan Moody was a superstar in the making. And the guy that I've clearly said was a superstar in the making from the first time I ever saw him play, and a lot of people told me I was wrong on those two guys, I said was Sasha Feinberg Ungmazulu. That's the guy. I mean, we are so spoiled as South Africa fans. You know, we have such great talent. It's an incredible depth that the Springboks have. It's just amazing. So thank you, everybody who's become a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, become one. Hit that like button. Costs you nothing but a moment of your time.
That was easy.
See, 222 likes on that. You know, we had 30,000 views last week. Today we have just 8,800. But we've got a much bigger audience for live stream going the same time. Thank you for that. All right, so we've got no super chats. If you get a super chat, you do get to ring the bell. We'll ring the bell if you give a super chat. Right. Looks like they're coming out of the tunnel. Etzebeth is walking out of the tunnel. I guess he's okay. Maybe it was just not a serious niggle. That's good news. So I'll get ready to take the halftime off. Yeah, they're back on the pitch. Let me take the halftime marker off, and we'll get started with the second half. Masuku. Yeah, Masuku. See, Masuku's got some talent attention. Yeah. We've also got that kid with Western Province there. What's his name? Yuri Matia. Matia has a lot of potential too. I mean, look, we are just so spoiled. The rest of the world is just so envious. Here come Wales back out on the pitch for the second half. Millennium Stadium in Cardiff, the home of Doctor Who. I don't know why Doctor Who's in Cardiff, but that's where it's filmed. Yep. All right. The Welsh Dragon has run out of fire. This will set a record with this loss today. Let me see how many losses in a row for Wales. So it's still 7-5. Chile has a line out deep in Scotland's territory, about 5 meters away. Chance for them to score. Line out goes well for them. They're into them all, but Scotland pushes back. How many? 26-5. 11 test matches. Yep. Ball is taken by Wales inside the 22. Tackle by Curtly Arnstein. We're underway in the second half. 26-5. South Africa out in front. Wales with the ball, driving forward, and met there by the Springboks, by Thomas du Toit and by Franco Mostert. Ball's available. Kicked over the top by Bevan. And that ball is taken by Fassi just short of midfield. And then Jasper Wiese goes forward with the ball. He's tackled. Jaden Hendrickson digs it out to Sneeman. Fassi over the side to Damien de Allende. He offloads the ball to Elric Lowe. Elric Lowe down to the 10-meter line. Hendrickson back to Fassi. Back to Hendrickson. Here come the Bucca. Oh, they messed up there. Now they got Curtly on the outside. Can he get it back? Oh, it's knocked on. Or he was in touch. One of the two. Take your pick. I think it was touch. Bucca ran out of gas on that one. They had a good chance to go. There's a super chat. Q. Look, I'm not Jean-Luc Picard, Q. If you're looking for Jean-Luc Picard, you're in the wrong place. No, seriously, he wants to know why I support South Africa, because when I was introduced to rugby as a freshman at Ohio University in 1982 by an upperclassman who asked me to come down to the game in the evening, I'm like, there's no game today, it's Friday. He goes, no, I'm talking about rugby, not football. I went and he said, hey, it'll be great. Oh, we got a substitution. Cameron Hanekom coming into the game. Hanekom is coming into the game. I'll finish the story in a moment. Hanekom replaces Elric Lowe. 12th debutant this year. Wales, successful line out. Jasper Wiese. Let me wait till the next break in action to finish the story about why I'm a South Africa fan. Ruck is formed. Bevan's going to kick it from inside the 22. R.G. Sneeman gives a half-hearted attempt to chase it down. Curtly, or is that Cheslin? That's Cheslin. Cheslin has it. Dances. Cheslin Colby's on loose. Back to Mostert. And the Bucca coming down the pitch. Hendrickson. They go wide to Curtly. Curtly back inside to David De Allende. De Allende, 5 meters, 4 meters. De Allende down to 5 meters. Hendrickson. Khaleesi. He's not getting anywhere. He's tackled for Hendrickson. R.G. Sneeman charges into the line. He's tackled. Welsh, desperate defense. They steal the ball. And they're on the outside. Here comes the ball kicked down the pitch, and there's nobody home. Fossey's giving chase. Man, that ball's going all the way down inside the 22. That's about an 80-meter kick. It's brilliant. And Fossey sends it back. Good job by Wales to clear that. Okay, a little break in the action. So why do I support South Africa? So I found, he said, you're going to meet girls. You have a great time. I went. He was right. Stood in the sidelines. Had no idea what was going on, but the game was fantastic. One side creamed the other at the end of the game. Everybody had a good time. They all drank and had a good time. And there were ladies there. It was lovely. And I discovered that what a great game it was. So I decided I wanted to be a rugby fan, but there was no rugby in America, no television live rugby. There was no national team. Our team had only been formed for the Olympics in 20 and 24. We won gold medals both times, and then there was no national team. Line out, tipped away by the Springboks by Cameron Hannecum. Hannecum gets it back. Here come the Boks, and it's lost. Did it go forward? No. So De Allende, he did. He knocked it on. De Allende knocked it on. So as a history student, I started looking and researching the game, and I found out that who the traditional rugby nations were, since the U.S. didn't have a national side. And I couldn't bring myself to root for England or for France. And I really wasn't interested in New Zealand or Australia, and that left South Africa, where I had an interest in Africa. So with having an interest in Africa, I decided that I'm going to be a Springbok fan, 1982-83 timeframe. And became a Province fan shortly afterwards, even though I never watched the game. Hey, there's Brian Habana in the stands. I swear I just saw Brian Habana about 5 rows up. That is Brian Habana. How come they're not pointing that out? That's Brian Habana sitting right there, or it's his twin. Looks like a substitution coming in here for Wales, Freddie Thomas at some point. But after the knock on, we got the bomb squad coming on. Hey, Malcolm Marx, Gerhard Steenkamp, and Vincent Kolk are ready to come in. Ooh, the bomb squad's coming. The bomb squad is coming. Can we get some EOD specialists in here? We have the bomb squad coming in. Yeah, Hannecum is a great talent. I also identified him early on as a great player. Yep. So it's going to reset this scrum. So I became a South African fan. I've been one ever since. So for me, the philosophy is Springboks always Eagles when they play, unless it's against South Africa. Springboks always Eagles when they play. Never the All Blacks and all but England. There you go. That's my philosophy. Ronnie Swan says, Leka, Noka. Habana's the secret replacer. Yeah, I swear that was Brian Habana sitting in the stands. And a penalty as Wales collapses and South Africa wins the scrum. Will we get the bomb squad now with a break in action? Overextended was Kieran Asarati. So Hendrickson will kick this down the pitch. See if he finds touch this time. Chesson Colby gives a half-hearted chase. Here comes the bomb squad! Malcolm Marx, Gerhard Steenkamp, and Vincent Koch come into the game to replace Wilco Low, Johan Grubela, and Thomas du Toit. All right. Man, talk about changing things. No Bongi and no Ox today. Just a bunch of white farm boys out there. Lineout goes deep by Malcolm Marx. It's good. They come away, but Khaleesi gets the ball to Stamen. Stamen bounces off the first tackle, but he is held on to there. Well done by Jack Morgan. They go further outside. The Bucks now trying to get something going. Hendrickson. Oh, nice carry by Jordan Hendrickson. Jaden Hendrickson picks it up out of the ruck. It's Mostart, or is it Visa? I can't see. It looks like Visa. Hendrickson. And, Stamen hands the ball off. Tackle made by Wales. But Wales has got their hands in the ruck. And they touch the 9. But somehow, there goes Curtly Arce! Arce down to the 22. He's looking for help. But everybody's in front of him. Picked up by Chesson Colby. He dances back to the 22. The Welsh barely recovered for that. Curtly smoked him. Arge Stamen drives back to the 22 in the middle of the pitch, and Hendrickson digs it out, sends it wide. Here we go. Jordan Hendrickson. Jesse Creel avoids a tackle. He goes wide to Fossey. Fossey cuts inside. Back to the side of 22. Here comes Jordan Hendrickson. Driving forward. He's tackled there. Jaden Hendrickson digs it out. Sends the ball over. Why is that not released? The ball was placed. Botham wins a penalty. I don't agree with that call at all. As a penalty is called against the Bucks. 46-55 in the contest. Logan loves Chris's story, so you're welcome. Cool beans. All right, here comes Freddie Thomas. He's coming in for one of the locks. Who's going out? It's his debut for Wales. He's not replacing a lock. He's replacing Tane Plumtree. His father played for London Welsh, apparently. Not the London Irish. Thomas comes in for Plumtree. Tane Plumtree takes a seat. A smile for folks in the crowd. 47 minutes into the contest, South Africa in complete control here. All right, here we go. There's the kick. (47-26), and we've got a line out here. Dewey Lake will throw it in for the Welsh. Just short of midfield. Line out successful in the hands of Chris. It's not Chris, it's Will Rowlands. Jack Morgan with another carry. Morgan's been working really hard for Wales. Ball's kicked high into the air. The chase is on, and that will be Kirtley Arnsay, who comes down with a great job. Courageous high ball work by Kirtley. Comes loose. Jaden Hendrickson gets his arms grabbed as he releases. Jordan Hendrickson hoists the ball into the air. Cheslin Colby giving chase over here along with Jesse Creel. And as soon as the ball's caught, Blair Murray is buried by Creel at the 10-meter line of the Welsh. Wales digs the ball out. Bevan. Tackles made by the Bucks. South Africa not getting anything done so far. 8 minutes in the second half. No points scored. Scoreless second half thus far. Bevan. Clearance kick. High into the air. Fosse's back here looking at the chaser. Fosse comes away with it. He offloads it to Cheslin Colby. Colby looking around, dancing around, gets, whoa, he flips over on the ground. Back to the middle into Steenechamp's hands. Hendrickson to Fosse. Fosse high into the air. Who's going to get this one? Knocked backwards, and Damien Delende has it off to Khaleesi, but he can't get it. Khaleesi has to save the ball. And it bounces. Vincent Koch, and Wales gets the ball. An elbow by the Bucks. Who threw the elbow? Who threw the elbow? Who threw the elbow? I didn't see the elbow. Missed that one entirely. So Carl Dixon says an elbow was tossed by the Springboks. So it's going to be a penalty there for throwing the elbow. I didn't see that. Kick to the corner. .49 minutes. They've slowed the Bucks down here in the second half. Stick and Rossi up in the booth. And Maryland gave us some more likes. Thank you for the more likes there, Maryland. You know, we had 616 people watching and just 251 likes. We did get that super chat. So I answered your question, I hope. Vacation starts after the game, not during. Thank you, Neville. Agreed. Agreed, 100%. Welsh welfare at play. Line out successful. This one to Will Rowlands. Here they come off of it. Oh, Dewey Lake makes a nice pass to Eddie James. And they're down to 5 meters now. They're threatening. Hendricks is there. That should be a turnover for not releasing. No, there's a penalty against the Springboks. And Visa picks it up and goes. Going to come back for the penalty. Tackle off the ball is a call. I didn't see who it was. Tackle off the ball. Springboks go back to the try line. Got a player tying his shoes here as the clock ticks. 50 minutes, 33 seconds. Anwar Yosef, simply brilliant. Welcome to you, Anwar. Don't waste the opportunity. Well, the wasted opportunity is already come and gone. Now they've got to stop them. It was a late tackle. It gives Wales a 5-meter line out. Dewey Lake will go over there to throw it in. And Wales not giving up in this contest. Weather's more like winter than autumn, says Hendo. Well, it is winter almost. It's November, man. It really is winter. All right, Dewey Lake with the line out, about 5 meters away. And here comes, all right, got a substitution. Andre Pollard into the game for the Bucks. He'll replace Delende. Nice! Stolen by Jordan Hendrickson. Wales overthrew that line out, and Hendrickson steals it. Jaden Hendrickson. Wales lost their chance to score there. Vincent Koch comes over for the breakdown, gets in there to the ruck. It's going to be a clearance kick by Hendrickson. Sends it high into the air. Finds touch. There you go. All the way out to the 10-meter line. That's a good clearance kick by Hendrickson. Well done. 51 minutes, 30 seconds in. South Africa putting us to sleep now, not doing anything for a while. Dewey Lake line out. Successful this time to Will Rowland. They come across the middle. Oh, nearly intercepted. The ball's knocked forward off the head of Jesse Creel. Dewey Lake, that ball's kicked over the top, taken by Hendrickson to Kirtley. Kirtley kicks it down the pitch inside the 22. Tom Rogers, we haven't called his name all day, and he kicks it straight into touch. Oh, my goodness, from outside the 22. So they're going to come all the way back. Big mistake by Wales there. Wow. A hooker trying to chip and chase. Cost them dearly there. So 52 minutes down. The Springboks finally back on the right side of the pitch in Welsh territory. Here we go. Line out just outside the 22. Malcolm Marks will throw it in. Marks goes high into the air. Mustard back to... It went backwards from Visa and picked up by Marks. He places the ball. Not held the tackle and pick it up and go is Steenkamp. Koch. Jasper Visa cuts back inside, but nothing doing there. They tackle him. Hendrickson. Schneeman charging. They go wide to Cheslin Colby. He cuts inside around Rio Dyer. Still going. Cheslin Colby's running coast to coast, side to side. In the middle of the field, they tackle him. And the ball's going to be turned over. No, Hendrickson gets it back to Mustard. Mustard needs help. And good job by Vincent Koch getting in there. South Africa bounce backwards in the hands of Malcolm Marks. Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Down to 10 meters away. And Jasper Visa loses it forward in the tackle. Sam Costello trying to clear it. He does. Ball's going to bounce in play. And who gives chase there? Is it Fossey? He does. Fossey gets it all the way back there. Comes up the 10-meter line. Whoa! He hoisted him over the horizontal there. No call. Steenkamp. Leave it to the TMO. That's the right call. Kirtley does a dummy. Kirtley does the reel with Fossey down the sideline. Boca! Boca! South Africa again, finally, and Kirtley RNC unselfish once more, giving up another try to someone else. That's 2 he's given up to another player. Fossey, 11 caps, 7 tries. Woo, baby. I love this Springbok open play. Kirtley made all that happen. Good stuff. Fossey. Yes, Raymond, I don't disagree. Here's the conversion, 10 seconds on the clock for Jordan Hendrickson. And he's going to miss that one. Gee, many crickets. That's 20 meters right. What happened there? So no conversion. And we've got a... Is that Blair Murray who's down for Wales? Got a player down. Yeah, no conversion. So 31. Substitution for Wales. Rafael comes in for Rollins. Tommy Rafael comes in for Will Rollins. Aspavisa, nice carry for the Bucks outside the 22. Kicked high into the air by Hendrickson. Oh, and Colby goes up and can't get it, so he knocks it on. It's a knock-on advantage for Wales now. Khaleesi steals the ball. Going to come back for a scrum. We'll come back for a scrum here. Substitutions. Boy, it's brilliant stuff. Kirtley's pass was absolutely brilliant as he was falling. Boy, Fossey jumped too soon for that try, but he slid across. Yeah, lots of time for lots more tries. Let's hope so. All right, 13 is off. Max Llewellyn goes off. Looks like a new scrum half, too. Who else came in? 22 is in. Already got Eddie James. I have no idea who the change were. Crouch. Fine. Roger Williams is a scrum half now. Max Lowe was placed by Watkin. That's Hathaway. Wales with the ball. Whoops, what happened there? Forward pass. Wales turns it over. 56 minutes, 56 seconds in the contest. So Wales with a forward pass. It'll be a scrum to South Africa. Oh, yeah. That was an obvious forward pass. I missed that because I was writing down scores. Yeah, it's about a foot ahead of him. 57-31. Crouch. Set. Advantage on the scrum. Springboks have won a penalty here. They go to Cheslin Colby. Colby drives forward down the 10-meter line, hands it to Khaleesi. Khaleesi dancing. He gets the ball off to Hanekom, and it's lost forward by Steenkamp. But there was a penalty advantage, so we're going to come back for that. Going to kick for the corner now. Steenkamp lost that ball forward. Here we go again. Another victory for the Bokke. Yeah. Tamsanga Ndlovu. Ndlovu is Swahili for elephant. Did you know that? You probably did know that. Ndlovu is Swahili for elephant. About 15 meters away now. Hendrickson puts him down there. Springboks now with another chance to get a try. They come down to the line out. Hendrickson comes over for instructions from Malcolm Marks. Malcolm Marks. They got it to Hanekom. No advantage. The maul collapses. Hendrickson digs it out, sends it over to the middle. He's got Pollard. Pollard drives forward about 4 meters. Hands it back. Must start with the carry now. Hendrickson to Cheslin Colby. Cheslin Colby does a dummy, nearly breaks free. Hendrickson over to the middle. Malcolm Marks. That looked like a forward pass. Hendrickson. Quick ball here from the Bucks. No slow ball here at all. Sneeman, and he hands it back to Hendrickson, but Hendrickson, that's not releasing the tackle. 5 meters. That's another penalty down deep for Wales. Are going to get a warning here or not? Hey, welcome, folks. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscription button. It costs you nothing but a moment of your time. Coming down the final quarter of this game, we only have half as many viewers as we had last week. Come on, man. What's up with that? Was last week the big game that you all wanted to see? 78-62, still 138 from that 8,000 subscriber mark. Substitution for Wales. The new hooker, Ryan Elias, comes into the game to replace Dewey Lake. Dewey Lake had a hell of a game in 60 minutes. $59-45 in the second half. Springboks now with a scrum. Dad is 80 years old, thinks you're Captain America. Well, thank you, Badger. I am Colonel America, maybe. I'm retired U.S. Army Colonel. 36 and a half years in the Army, 23 years overseas. 3 tours in Germany, 1 in Italy, stationed in Tunisia, Liberia, Botswana, Malawi, Nigeria, Mauritania, Uganda, and Ethiopia in Africa. Multiple combat tours. University professor, published author, journalist. And the Springboks are driving forward, but the ball's picked up and stolen by Wales. There's a penalty advantage, though, for Springboks. They're going to come back for the penalty advantage. That's 3 penalties within 5 meters. When are they going to be more tap? Oh, Fossey wanted to tap and go, and he didn't do it. So what are we doing here? Going to scrum again? Oh, my goodness. All right. Need a few tries. I agree. Let's be greedy, Logan Roberts. And here goes Cobus Reinach finally. Yes. And Marco van Staden come in the game. That's it. The bench is clear. Jasper Wiese goes out. And Marco van Staden comes in. And we've got Hendricks out, replaced by Cobus Reinach. All right. 107 meters for a Visa. Wow. All right, here we go. 5-meter line out for the Bucks. Cobus Reinach's first touch of the ball will be putting it into the scrum. And another penalty. I thought that was a knock-on, but not. And then Mustard drives forward 3 meters. Reinach. Oh, man. Marks just a meter away. Reinach to van Staden. Ball's available. Everybody wants the ball for the try. Somebody's going to get it. Close that time. Just short. Vincent Koch. It's short now. Wales have got the hands in the ruck. There it is! Steenekamp gets it. Booker! Loose head prop. Gerhard Steenekamp with a try. Everybody getting into the game. Steenekamp with a try. 6 phases on that. You're welcome, Badger. My pleasure. Welcome to the channel. This is a community. I don't want to say family, but a community. It's a Gerhard Steenekamp. All right, here's the kick from Hendrickson, and that's going to go right through. He made that one 38-5. Springboks. Get the ice baths the Welsh are going to need after us. Yep. Brandon says you can say family. We're all family. Thank you for that. All right, here we go. This is a really good game for South Africa. We expected this to be an easy game for them. Ball bounces high into the air. Still hasn't been secured. Finally, Chesson Colby gets it, sends it to Hendrickson. Hendricks is going to clearance kick it to take some of this mess away as the Welsh were everywhere down there. And it goes into touch. It'll be a Welsh line out. About 45 meters. Not a bad kick. Good going, Springboks. Okay, come on. Another. Yes. Henry van Dyke says, thanks for your raw energy, Chris. It's adding that special flavor to the game. Well, that's what we try to do. We don't like the spicy cough here, but we do like the spicy commentary. Here is Ryan Elias with his first line out as replacement hooker. And R.G. Stamen knocks it back in the air, but the Welsh come down with it. Roger Williams over there to dig it out. Oops, that's a penalty. A dumb penalty there by Vincent Koch diving on the pile. So Wales has an advantage. They kick it over the top. And Chesson Colby gets the ball. But we're going to come back. Oh, Chesson Colby thrown to the ground. What was that? What was that? The whistle had blown and the player picked him up and threw him to the ground. There should be a conversation about this. A little over-exuberant there by Wales. Oh, yeah, that's a card. That's a card. That's a card. That has to be a card. Oh, the Welsh commentators are saying it's not a penalty. They don't even get a penalty out of it. Wow. Chesson Colby's picked up above the horizontal, tip tackled, and thrown to the ground, and they get nothing out of it. Wow. Wow. The Eagles did win today, James. They won 26-23. They were leading 26-13. They just hung on. Thankfully, both the conversions were missed or they would have lost the game. Ryan Elias unchallenged, and the Welsh come down with it. They're into them all. Only 2 players there. Now we got 3 Bucks in there to stop it. 4, 5, 6. And they pull it out. Rodri Williams looking for somebody to offload it to. Tackles made there by the Bucks. Welsh just 10 meters out now. Into the hands of James Botham. Botham goes forward. Ball comes out. Fed over towards the center. Welsh looking for something, anything right here. Rodri Williams got a Welsh player down, grabbing his foot. It's knocked on, but secured by the Springboks. Jesse Creel having a hard time getting the ball. He goes backwards. And Cheslin Colby's inside the try zone. He's got to get out. Now Khaleesi has to get out. And he's lifted over the horizontal. We're going to come back. It was a knock on. Wow. Khaleesi lifted up and driven back into the try zone. Khaleesi lifted way up into the air. So we're going to come back for the knock on. It'll be a scrum to South Africa. 66 minutes in the contest, folks. I think we need to help Chris see. He's helping us hear the game. We can teach him Afrikaans. Peter, ek praat nie Afrikaans nie, maar ek verstaan. We can do this in German. Yeah, it should have been a card. I agree. It wasn't even a penalty. That's crap. He lifted the player after the whistle, too. Whistle blew. Maybe he didn't hear the whistle. But after the whistle, lifted the player above the horizontal and drove him into the ground. And a small player, too, half his size. That's not acceptable. Home Affairs, Wales forgot to pay bribes for the visa in the Springbok try zone. That's a good one, Richard. That's a good one. They forgot to pay bribes in the Springbok try zone. That's really good. I like that. Be sure to hit the like button, folks. One of you incredibly wealthy people actually gave a super chat. Thanks for that. That's the only super chat we got. I ought to stick some commercials in here and make you suffer. No, I'm just kidding. Crouch. Bind. Set. And it collapses. Going to reset it. Yeah, no, Ben Etzebeth not being on the field definitely had an impact. But I think he's okay. But it looked like he was in a lot of discomfort when he left the pitch. So Warren Gatlin will go down in history as the losingest coach in Welsh history with 12 in a row today. He already is with 11. Every loss extends history. Now he has to take that sting until next spring. That's going to suck for him. Crouch. Bind. Set. Goes sideways and an advantage. Springboks win a penalty. Whistle blows. Rodri Williams like, what do you mean? I got the ball. Penalty. Is he going to talk to him? He is talking to him. Next time he gets a penalty like this, they're going to go to the bench. Yeah, it's a team warning here for too many penalties. 6 scrum penalties. None for South Africa. And Hendrickson kicks it down the pitch. Maybe the Welsh are reinventing the rules. Libak Saga, all is fair in love and war. It's a free country. We're entitled to our opinions. Nothing personal. Huh? Peter says, just joking. No, it's okay, Peter. I'm happy to learn Afrikaans, but that's going to take some Boermeissies and some time in the Highveld, you know? Boermeissies, some Durvus, a little bit of beer. And Sia Khaleesi has the ball. He's taken down with a no-arms tackle. Ooh, that was wicked. Kobus Reinach hoists the ball into the air. Chase is on the far side. It's knocked backwards or knocked forward. I couldn't see who hit it, but somebody knocked it back towards the Springboks. I think the Welsh knocked it forward. Maybe Nick Mallett should coach Wales. Yeah, they're a long way from 50 points. You're correct, Logan Roberts. And we got just 11 minutes left in the game. Hey, Jaco Piper up in the booth. We got a big coaching staff up there for Springboks. Got room for me, Rossi? Wales line out, and they overcook it. And Malcolm Marks secures the ball for South Africa. There's a knock on, so we're going to come back for that. Sloppy play here late in the game. Boermeis is in the Highveld. Yep. Yeah, Marilyn, no, you're not much help learning Afrikaans. That's true. Thank you for that, though. 38-5, South Africa winning here, but they had 26 in the first half. So 2 tries here in the second half for the Springboks. Fossey and Steenekamp. Been relatively quiet. 295 likes. That's it. 690 people here now. Hit the like button. All right, folks. 70 minutes into the contest. We're down to the final 10 minutes. Kobus Reinach puts it in. Matthias comes in for Smith. Nikki Smith comes in for Matthias, excuse me, over there. What? Is it Pollard? Yeah, Pollard driving forward with the ball. Great carry there. Reinach goes wide. Wales players not rolling away. Cameron Heineken drives forward. They try to strip him, and they do successfully strip him. Wales comes to the near side. Oh, both players didn't want to hit a defenseless players. They skipped. And they get up over midfield. Wales has the ball. Back towards the center of the pitch. Ball's bouncing on the turf. Is that Rio Dyer? Yeah. Ball driven back by Vincent Koch. Kobus Reinach. They kick it to the wing. It's taken over there by Kurt Lee. Hands it off to Fossey. Got Kurt Lee on the outside. They kick. The chase is on inside the 22, and it goes into touch. But it bounced into touch, so. Bliss, the Bucks are dominating. Yep. Nikulo. So Matthias comes in. That was Smith. It wasn't Gareth Thomas. Excuse me. Line out successful. I don't know why Wales gets that. Just kidding. Ball's kicked over the top. And it's going to be close to staying in touch. Kurt Lee decides against, but that's not the best mark. It's almost the spot where he caught it. Wow, that's a hell of a clearance kick. Wales gets the ball over midfield. 8 minutes remain, folks. 8 minutes remain. Yes, Andre, the score should be much larger. Man of the match, well, I'm going to put that up in just a moment. You get to decide. In fact, it's time to do that now while we, okay? Man of the match, okay? Arge staying with the lineout successful. And Marco van Staden makes the carry. They come wide to the outside. Colby now charging down. He dances back inside. And, ooh, you grab him by the neck. Colby out there doing a great job for South Africa. And a whistle against the Springboks. What's the penalty there? Vincent Koch coming in from the side. Yeah, South Africans aren't going to be happy with the second half. It's not been very good. So Wales gets another chance here going deep. And they get a successful line out to the Welsh. They come across. All right, there's a poll. You can pick man of the match. There's 650 of you here. Let's see how many votes we get it on it. You've got Jas Baviza, Kurt Arnse, or Jesse Creel. And not releasing the ball as Malcolm Marks gets over top of it. Wales turns the ball back over at their own 22, or at the Springboks 22. 6 minutes remaining. 74-minute mark now. 6 minutes remaining. And we'll hang around after the match for the man of the match. But Carl Dixon's got that same thing here. It looks like he's got some kind of brace under there again. Saw that last week. They called a game. Springboks can unite South Africa. They can. False deep boss. Okay. Deep indie boss. Okay. False Feld says Falsi Corneliusen. All right, here we go. Malcolm Marks. 5.5 minutes remain. Line out goes deep to Hanekom. They've got it. They go over the middle. Oh, ball's thrown backwards. Colby has to get it. He gets to Fossey. Fossey cuts loose. He's got on the wing. He's got Kirtley. Kirtley driving forward. Finally tackled. Ball's available. Again, these dummies by Colby are just deadly in the second half. Oh, that was not a good decision pass there. Argate Snayman. Springboks are playing an advantage here. Jesse Creel. Ooh, Reinach, and there's Pollard. Pollard's on the loose. Gets the ball back to Marco van Staden down to the 22. South Africa on the front foot again. Here they go outside. The dummy. Krobus Reinach gets it to Hendrickson. Baka. Jordan Hendrickson with a try. Another try. Woo, Yebo. South Africa's speed is deadly. Deadly. Tony Brown, we're loving it, baby. We're loving it. Loving it. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. Jordan Hendricks on the outside. Great try. Kobus Reinach. What a great scrum half. Got that all going. Here's Hendrickson. Wow, how did he get across? It went left and it went back like this, and it's good, 45-5. This is a shellacking. But the Springboks have not looked good for most of the second half. And thank you, Fanny Bierman has just subscribed. Thank you, Fanny. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. Fanny Fariz Labola. Anybody see that movie? I love that movie. Fanny Fariz Labola. Not as good as White Wedding, though. White Wedding was awesome. Here we go. 1,000 meters made by South Africa, 196. Wow. Oof. Pollard kicks it to the wing. Oh, he overcooks it. Straight into touch. Straight into touch. Pollard put a little too much mustard on that so he could turn the ball over. Fanny Fariz Labola. Fanny, did you have to pay Labola? And a successful lineout for Wales inside the 22. They're into a maul, and they have a penalty advantage. I guess for swimming around by Hanekom, I'm not sure. Welsh maul is still going. Still going. Where's the ball at? There it is. They bring it out. Rodrigo Williams sends it over the middle. Oh, what a tackle by Pollard. What a tackle by Pollard. 2 super chats coming here. And the first one was by Arctic, 199 rand. I know you hate that bell, Arctic. And one from Christian, a super chat. Thank you for that. Been fun watching the Colonel 20. It has been. It has been. But don't go away, man. We still got URC action coming up next week. Still got URC action. Well done, Bucka. Another try to finish. Yep. Bucks 5 out from 50. Yep. Best in the world, baby. Yeah, they are. Line out to Wales. It's stolen by the Bucks at the line out. What's that? What's that? Oh, that's Ari Huba's just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, Ari. Bye-bye, donkey. What's that? And Andy Wiley just subscribed. Thank you for that. Wales got it back. They're at 5 meters out. And Roger Williams having a hard time getting the ball out of there, but his own players are lying on top of it. Do not let them score again, folks. Vincent Colt gets his hands in there, but he gets him out, so no penalty call. Steenkamp has to retreat. Counter ruck coming from Marco van Staden, and it's legit. Here comes Wales. Oh, Malcolm Marks, what a hit. Oh, they nearly get through. Oh, nice try saving tackle by Arge Sneeman, but there it is again. Wales up to the line, driven back. What a defense. They go the other direction. They got it this time. They got it that time. Wales was, who is it? They haven't given up. Was James Botham with the try as Wales gets across. James Botham. James Botham with the try. How are we doing on subscribers? Let's take a look here. 7882. We're not quite getting where we need to be, folks. Need 118 more to get to 8,000 a day. And the conversion's good, so it's 45-12. So that's going to do it. Try at the end. Final score is 45-12. Hang around for man of the match conversations. Ouch, something itching there. 12 consecutive losses for Wales. It's the first year in a calendar year they've not won a single game since 1937. Wow. Wow. That's incredible. Yeah, exactly. Character and grit. I don't see any character and grit in the Welsh side. I see just terrible play. Yeah, it's been a good weekend, Jonathan. I just wish that I hadn't had the difficulty with my my providers for my internet. So let's close out that 144 votes, and you guys picked Kurtley Arnse as the man of the match. They picked Franco Mostart. Wow. There you have it, folks. What a game for the Springboks. They didn't get to the half-century mark, but they did do quite well. 1,000 meters made in this game. That's insane. Ronnie Swan says, Chris, ek ho gaan jou commentaar so on. Okay, thanks, Ronnie. I appreciate that. Bye, Donkey. Go, Boca, you need to focus on something. Brilliant commentary, says Lynette Kurtz. Well, you're very welcome, Lynette. Thank you. But very disappointing that we only hit 18,000. We had 131,000 for the game in Nullsprut, and then we dropped to 40,000 and then 30,000. Now we 18,000 today. But hey, you guys stayed engaged here. This is the biggest, longest audience we've had in some time. We've stayed over 600 viewers for quite some time. I really do appreciate that. It really is a nice reward for the effort put in, so thank you for that. Wales, the ugly jerseys don't do it for them, so we're going to hang around and wait and see if the television crew gets us their man of the match, who was Franco Mostart, and the captain. Stay tuned for the interviews. Hopefully they'll come up here in a few moments. But really great stuff. The Springboks finished their 2024 test season, 11 victories, 2 losses. It's just crazy. See Khaleesi giving a big hug to Arge Sneeman. There's our favorite, very attractive, hot-colored physio on the pitch. She's down there. Well, she's with the Bucks everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. Are we back for a Japan win? Robert, no, I'm not planning on doing that game tomorrow. I'll reconsider it. I wasn't going to do the All Blacks either because I got stuff to do. But Kurtley Arnse had a great game. What an incredible game. Setting players up. Look at a little blood on his nose there. I just saw that now. And the Springboks out there congratulating each other on the pitch right now. Hendrickson hugging Khaleesi, Jordan Hendrickson. So I don't think Jaden Hendrickson did a particularly good job. I thought Jordan was fantastic as always. So let's see. Wait and see. Hanekam's getting a big hug from Wilco Lowe. Yeah, players really giving each other a hug. Marco van Staden and Jasper Wiese. There's Cheslin Colby. He's the little dynamo. We got Mighty Mouse and Kurtley Arnse. We got the dynamo and Cheslin Colby. Yep, Etzebeth has already got his jacket on. It doesn't look like he's limping. Doesn't look like he's limping. All right, so the Bucks walk down the tunnel as the Welsh clap them through. Oh, here we go. Franco Mostart.
Tour and the year for you guys. You made that look relatively easy, was it?
No, I must say, first of all, glory to God to be here. We're really privileged. We enjoy Wales. We know Wales have their backs against the wall, and if you're a team like that, you always be the best out of yourself. So for us, we knew it's going to be a tough game, but credit to Wales and credit to the boys to pull it through.
We almost always see you guys shift up a gear when it matters. You didn't really need to do that today, maybe at the start of the second 40 a little bit. You were pretty dominant throughout. What did you guys as players want to get out of this 80 minutes?
No, I think like Coach Rassi said in the start of the week, we just had to get better. Play as a team. We felt last week our performance was a little bit individual. It was a great win against England, but I must say this weekend we just focused to play as a team.
We look at your squad and we've seen you guys bring in so many new players during this tour, during this year. What is it about the way you play, your coaches, the system that gives you such depth and make those players be able to fit in so seamlessly?
Yeah, I must say, as players, we back Coach, all this management, Coach Rassi who makes the calls. I think the way he brings in the new guys, nothing changed. We have a system, and I think if you pitch in that system, we'll always be a great group together.
That's for your time, Franco. Congratulations today.
Thank you so much. Start the television man of the match. Let's see if they get any of the team captains. So let's see. We got Joe said, thanks, Colonel. Had a great time watching the games with you today. Love what you're doing. Keep it up. Very entertaining. I'll see you next week from Buffalo. All right. Well, cool beans. I've been up to Buffalo. Stayed at the Air Guard base up there, and then stayed at the Hilton over in on the Canadian side. So I've been up there. I used to live in Buffalo when I was a little kid. It's the coldest damn place I've ever been in my life. Lucky to meet him. Who did you meet there, Henry? Jane Hendricks says, rubbish. He did nothing for us. He never does do anything for us. If she was my physio, I would get injured every game, says Arctic. Same here. Jordan offers more than his best. More versatile, but the brothers did well. Yeah, okay. Boca have done what they set out to do. Agreed. Joe Brooks says, Boca, same here, says Charles. Springboks Rugby finished for 2024. Yep. Go Bills. No, not a Bills fan. Sorry. Nice to watch and listen to the GOAT, Toppy. James Bernard. Watch it there, young boot. Toppy. Don't be calling people Toppies. URC Rugby next week. That's right. We got URC Rugby. The Stormers are back next week against the Sharks. The Bulls are back next week, traveling up to Europe. So looking forward to this. We got Van Staden, Elric Lowe, Cameron Hannekem, and Jasper Wiese taking a photo together. Oh, great stuff here. Chris is too old for TikTok. I have lots of TikTok. Fossa says, oh, here we go. It's Sia Khaleesi.
Team in the world. I mean, there are worse ways to end the season. Massive congratulations. Sum up the elation that comes with this particular win.
Sorry?
Sum up the elation that comes with this win and finishing the year like you have.
No, I'm really proud of the boys. We had to work today for the win. We knew what it would mean, obviously, to the whole team. And I'm grateful for what we've done as a group. You know, we've had to dig deep. The amount of players that got up with opportunities, but the way that we kept on rocking up and making sure that we're ready for each game.
Well, it was clinical and it was relentless. I know we've seen an evolution in terms of your attack during this tour. 7 tries today. How happy are you with that area?
No, we're happy with that. You know, there's a lot that we can still fix, but we knew it was going to be hard. It was going to be hard work as a group, and the guys that are getting the opportunities, they came and took the opportunities, but we just wanted to finish the year strong. You know, it's been a really good year for the team, but there's so much room for improvement, and we will only meet each other hopefully now in 7 months, so we have to make sure that we finish strong.
You and the Welsh team, you're at the opposite ends of the scale at the moment, but South African rugby, you've also had periods like this Welsh team is going through. So what advice would you give to the players and the Welsh rugby fans right now, Sia?
Honestly, it is tough when you're in this kind of period. And the one thing I know, they have a great leader in Dewi, you know, and obviously Coach Warren Gatlin is pushing hard for the boys, but we have to be in the reality. There's a lot of young guys, you know, our whole backline, 1 or 2 of our guys had more caps than the whole backline team. Yeah. They're going to grow as a team. These things take time. Yeah. And I'm like proud of the way, how proud of the Welsh people are. They're still coming out here and supporting the boys. they will definitely turn. They're obviously working as hard as they can to turn it around, but I have no doubt it will change because they are the same as us. We are hard-working people, proud rugby nations, and I have no doubt that they will turn this around because we know how strong the world needs a strong World Rugby Union, and I have no doubt these boys will turn it around. Next year, they will be a year more experienced than they were the year before, so it will take time.
Always good to talk to you, sir. Congratulations today.
Thank you so much. Thank you to all the South Africans that came out to support us. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for carrying us through the year. Thank you for traveling and coming wherever we are. We are nothing without you. Thank you. Oya, oya. Thank you.
See you, Khaleesi. Wow. That was good. Well done. Driving just as South Africa made. That's what I said. 1,010 meters. It's incredible. Wales made 196. I think they got the number wrong. 196. Tons of passion and emotion as usual. Hey, George. Maryland says the Springboks like to win by a point. No. It's enough of that heart stuff. I don't need that Herzenfakt. Yep. Thank you for your excellent commentary, says Martin. Is much better than we have in South Africa. You're welcome. Shame he's being so respectful, well-spoken. Hey, Nico. Yeah, so Dewey Lake. Let's see if we're going to get Dewey Lake for the interview. Dewey Lake, here we go.
Was billed as your toughest test of the autumn series. Was it that? Where's your head after that 80 minutes?
Yeah, probably physically. Our toughest test, they're double world champions. That's not for no reason. But look, I think we showed a lot of heart. I think we showed a lot of character in parts of that game. And yeah, just thank you to all the fans for coming out and still supporting.
You did show a lot of heart, a lot of character, a lot of effort. I mean, beating the world champions today was the only way, I guess, to halt the losing streak. It's hard for you to stand here week after week after putting in your all on the field of play. Why wasn't your all enough again today, do you think?
We're probably just not there yet, do we, as a group? I think discipline in areas has cost us again. They're a dangerous team when they get into that 22, and they're tough to stop when they're rolling onto the ball like they are. But yeah, look, I can't question the effort. So yeah, that's for us to go and look at and work on.
It's been a tough year. As players, can you see light at the end of the tunnel? What needs to change?
Yeah, of course we can. I think we have to keep that faith. The second we lose that faith in ourselves and in the group, it's pointless us stepping on the field, really, isn't it? So yeah, we can definitely see a light at the end of the tunnel. It's been a tough road, but the journey is just as important as the destination sometimes. So we're enjoying the journey, and we're never going to get tired of putting the jersey on.
We really appreciated your time, Derry. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a tough interview. There we go. The winners. Springboks getting their photo taken here. They get their trophy here. Got it. Okay. Cool beans. Winners. Springboks. There you go. Wow. Well done. Well done. And not even a team out there, just a mix. Ches and Colby's having a blast along with Sia Khaleesi. Wow. So sorry, I was taking a picture of the trophy awarding ceremony. Need an iPhone. Why do I need an iPhone? That's a rich white people toys. I don't use those. Give credit to Wales. They never stop fighting. True, Greg. They didn't quit. Well, thank you, Henry van Dijk. That's very kind of you. Very kind of you. 3-4, Mostert, Arends, Fassi, Hendrickson, Etzebeth, Lowe, and Steenkamp. Yep, 5 conversions by Jordan Hendrickson, who also got a try. So 10, 15 points in this game for Hendrickson. Rio Dyer and James Bothan got tries for Wales, and one of those was converted. No penalties today. Nobody kicked a penalty today. That's unusual, but that's what we have today. Still a significant crowd hanging out down there waiting as the Springboks walk around the pitch. And yeah, that was pretty exciting stuff, folks. The next one up is where are we at here? Italy, New Zealand, but I'm not going to cover that. That starts in about a half an hour, so not going to cover that one. That's going to do it for me, folks. Thanks a lot. That wraps up the Springboks season. They finished 11 wins, 2 losses, and quite frankly, they shouldn't have lost either one of those games. That's disappointing they lost those. But tries from Franco Mostart, Eben Etzebeth, Kurtley Arnse, Elric Lowe, Rio Dyer, Afide Fassi, Gerhard Steenekamp, then Jordan Hendricks, and then James Botham. So busy stuff there. Kept us going. We ticked the scoreboard over in the last game as well. Final score from Millennium Stadium, or as they call it now, Principality Stadium in Cardiff, is South Africa, Springboks 45, Wales 12. And there you go. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow with Scotland in Australia. That should be a good game. And that's going to do it this weekend for tomorrow. I might do Japan, England. I'm going to reconsider that. Probably not. But we'll be doing Scotland and Australia for sure. And then next week, it's back to United Rugby Championship action with the South African sides. Thanks for being here. Be sure to become a subscriber. Thank you for your time. And be sure to hit the like button. We still got 400 people here and just 333 likes. Thanks for the super chat revenue that came in there. Very kind of you folks to send that in late in the game. Appreciate that. And we did get over 20,000 views in this one. So, yeah, it's 19-10. I'm sorry, I'll give you an update on that one. I've still got that going. 19-10 to 72nd minute because Scotland just scored. That was 12-10, and they scored. But it's a scrum to Scotland right now. So it looks like Chile is not going to pull that out. They were doing pretty well in that game, but they've fallen behind. So, all right. You're very welcome, Goose, Funsale, and Andy Wiley. Yep, cool beans. All right, guys. I hate to say goodbye, but it's time to say goodbye. So see you all later. Joe Brooks wants to know what USA team sport. I'm a Stormer, buddy. Stormer all the way. VP, you leckading. Stormers, you leckading. All right, there you have it. Always, all the way. Curry Cup, same thing. All right, guys, that's it. Don't forget, we do Curry Cup action here. We do URC action for South African sides. We do Springboks test matches, Eagles test matches when they're available. And we also do some other URC games as well as some Six Nations games. I used to do sevens, but World Rugby has ruined sevens, and so I don't even mess with the sevens anymore. It's lost its flavor. That's going to do it. Catch you guys later. And cheers. What else can I say? And we got a good way to end the season. 11 wins, 2 losses. Number 1 ranking in the world, and all the hardware you could possibly get, the Rugby Championship and everything else in between. That's going to do it for this one. Night, everybody. Take care.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.